कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Welcome to Cyrus Says, brought to you by Jupiter, a banking app that helps you master your money. The moment I said Jupiter, you see the difference. I felt like a new man completely, which is also my avatar when I turn gay. I always feel like a new man every day. But speaking of gay, my wife's birthday is on Friday. She turns whatever she turns. She's much older than me. And I've decided this year that I'm going to have to buy her something. Because for whatever, I've never really bought her presents. So I spoke to my mom and we've come up with something. Because it has to be me, my signature. Plus it must be something that she'll love. So my mom's got this old sari. It's got a hole, but we can darn it and iron it properly. And it's not a Kanjivaram or whatever it's called, but it's another long syllable one. You know, let's call it like a Mabubalam or something. It's like a big name. So I'm thinking we recycle that sari, we spruce it up, we clean it up, and we give it to her. What do you guys think? Abbas ji, you're a sari expert. Ayushi will have no idea about this. She's always in jeans.
It's pronounced Kanjivaram. And
thanks for the lesson.
And it's a
what was the
gift.
question? Huh?
It's a terrible gift.
No, it's not. It's a
terrible gift.
But I haven't seen your wife wearing a sari ever. So
I hope not. I don't think you should be so.
Niveditha, can I get you something? I'm going to do the comedian thing of a tea, coffee, a
just
watch.
Walked in. Let me defend her. Let me defend her before we go back to the sari. The lifts weren't working, and she had to walk up 23 floors. But that was the wrong building because we only have 4 here, and now she's here. So thanks for coming. Don't worry. But we now set a trend where one of our 4 panelists have to be late. Otherwise, it doesn't work for everyone.
I want to be late next time.
Why weren't you late?
Why was today? I have my whole morning routine has gone haywire just because I needed to be on time for you because I know how crazy you are about being on time.
Exactly.
It's not just me.
I know the show starts at 10,
Yeah.
etc. But like also
God.
you. Because you at 9:58, you're like, let's start. Like you have ants in your pants.
Yeah, I like to start on time. That's true. And as the ladies would tell you, I also finish well before time. So, I mean, why bring that up?
Which is why you shouldn't give your wife a sari with a hole in it for her birthday.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what he wants
Let's
to do.
talk sex for a minute.
Kanjivaram sari,
spoke
she'll be the expert, no?
just because she's got Tamilian this
Yeah.
thing. What kind of stereotyping
Because
is
she
that?
comes from that area of the country.
No, you don't have to know everything about Kanjivaram saris because you come from, you're descended from there.
I'm not saying everything,
She hasn't been
but
to
she'll know
Tamil
more
Nadu
than
in
us.
65 years, by the way.
You are painting everyone with the same.
Do you want to
Yes.
patch up a sari?
And as a Muslim, I'm asking you to be careful.
As someone who paints me in various
What are the
ways.
stereotypes you get?
He's a
you
comic. Comics say the worst things about
Like,
Oh, you eat vegetarian food? I'm like, yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to start a fight between Parsis and Muslims, but you guys don't eat non-veg like we do.
That's
okay,
true.
you all
I
are
agree.
closer to the Hindu veg than you are to the Parsi.
And I
non-veg.
grew up with a bunch of Jain friends, so more so.
And what do you mean? What do Parsis
The fact that they remain friends is a tribute to the fact that he's gone.
What
to
do you
the-
eat that other people
we don't have
eat?
we don't have any veg food.
Egg in everything.
We don't have any veg culture. There's not one dish. There's kachumbar, which is onions and tomato and chili and all put together, which is in a bowl.
That's not a vegetable.
Yeah, it's not a veg thing. So we really don't. So when people in India think Muslims are red meat eaters, actually they're not as big eaters as
But
they.
there's like
Also not just even Tamil
Just
people
putting
eat a lot of
target on your
meat.
backside.
You eat a lot of meat.
It's
A lot
very people don't know
the
this.
most
but-
biryanis in India come from the south and mostly
Yeah.
from Tamil Nadu. Nobody knows that, yeah.
But there's 6
but that's
of
because
you,
of the Brahmin
Cyrus.
issues we have.
That's
yeah.
not a.
We are
It's a
exposed to
caste,
too many
yeah.
Tambrahms here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have a wrong idea about Tamil Nadu.
Exactly.
We
You've
go
only
there
met the
and I find
Brahmins.
people who are like me.
Hold on 1 second. Can we just go back to what you just said casually? Tambrahms?
Tambrahms.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
You know what a Tambrahm is?
No, I figured it. I put it together. But
So growing up in our part of the world, these overeducated, they're like Parsis from the south. Overeducated, all of them play some instrument or do Carnatic vocals or something on the side and then make startups in all parts of the world and make millions of dollars. Are you
And
Tambrahm?
oppress
No.
the other,
thank God.
other non
Thank God you
Yeah.
asked.
I have a Telbrahm in my family, but not a Tambrahm.
Wow.
Telugu Brahmin.
No, that's not a thing.
Don't.
Yeah, that's not a thing. That's
How dare you?
It's not.
Every lobby wants to be recognized. That's not fair.
it's
That's
not
not
really.
catchy enough.
It hasn't been branded like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Growing up, Tambrahms was just like Bawa or
So wait,
just
Tambrahms
normal-
eat meat? They don't. I thought
They don't.
Brahmins
No, they do.
don't.
They
I thought
do.
Brahmins
They don't eat at home. They're not
God
supposed to.
forbid.
They're Brahmins. Do you not
They
know
don't
anything?
tell their parents
that's
that
what
they
I'm saying,
eat
I
outside.
don't
Ayushi
think
doesn't
they do.
understand India. Let me help her. Okay, first and foremost, they're Brahmins.
You are going to help me from your population of 6.
Listen, just understand.
Wow.
There
That's
are-
the second time you
Oh.
made that.
so all the Tambrahms boys, the Guju boys, the Maru boys, all of them would come and eat the meat in our house, but they never
That's
eat
what
at
I
home.
was asking.
Yeah.
That because we were talking about meat, I was like, but they're vegetarians.
So
right?
Abbas grew up with a lot of Jain friends, for example. I'm sure one or two of them would have tried the exotic dishes,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it'll have to come to your house to do it. That's it.
Yes.
But that's how they convert us, right? It's just
Yeah. No,
you lure us in with the food.
this is how I bring India closer. By saying cheat on your parents and come to my house, and then the whole country comes together. This is a secular point, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in a way, I'm quite happy about this.
Yeah.
Now, why are we here? This is not even a topic for the day. It's a sari thing.
Breakfast. It's
Oh
Cyrus
yeah,
Says.
I don't know what the sari thing is about. You gifted your
My
wife
wife,
a sari with
my-
holes,
He's
and
planning
you
to.
want me to fix that for you?
My wife basically.
has a
I like the
birthday
recycling
coming up.
present thingy. So
Oh,
I thought
yeah, that's
my
a good
mother's
thing.
old sari because now the mother doesn't go out that much anymore.
But does it
at her
have
age.
like real gold zari?
I don't know. I don't even look at
Because
it.
the only good thing about recycling old saris is back in the day they put actual gold in the borders. The zari used to be
See, I can't-
actually.
Also, you didn't say this was an old sari of your mom's. You just said she has a sari with a hole in it, which we will darn
Why
and
would she have a
give to
sari
Ayesha.
that's extra? Obviously, it's going to be like a sari that she owns, and so
But is it a rich sari?
I don't know. See, I wouldn't be wearing my mother's sari without going for therapy every 3 days. And secondly, if she's wearing the sari, I shouldn't be staring at it at that time because that's also awkward. So I got to tell you, I
All
don't
of this
know.
is awkward.
I don't know. I'm not a sari person per se. I can't look at a sari
Is
and feel
Ayesha a
love.
sari person?
Really?
Well, she's sari
You don't
now.
like saris? I thought saris look very nice.
No,
Saris are
I think
amazing.
saris
I
are
like
lovely.
saris, yeah.
For the woman carrying it off, yeah,
Yeah.
lovely. But I can't look at the embroidery of the sari and the aesthetics of the sari. That I don't get properly. Like if there are lines across. I didn't even know there was gold lines. Now I'm going to look again.
Oh, the borders, especially in South Indian
I
saris,
know, but that's just a line.
pattu saris have
It's real
golden
gold?
borders. Yeah.
What are you saying?
It's
Back in the
gold
day, it
thread.
used to be real gold. Even now, they have
Another thing
saris
that
are-
Abbas's community was very proficient at.
What?
Zardozi.
Zardozi, yeah. My Nani's
Your real name is
family-
Zardozi.
Yeah, Zardoz.
Wow.
People who like me call me Zardozi. But
Yeah.
I have a question.
It's very Irani sounding.
The ones with
You're a Zardozi, yeah?
Yes. These saris with gold borders and all, are they heavy too?
They're
wear?
very heavy.
If they make them
Oh,
in
yeah.
that extra, like, authentic way, then they do that where it's actually quite light. And that's the whole beauty of it, is that it's full gold and everything,
Yeah.
but it's still light and wearable. But yeah.
We have this like sari in my house that comes from like the 1800s, right?
Wow.
Like very
Insane.
long time ago. It's crazy.
Is it like vintage value
It's
now?
still,
Like
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
of
vintage
course.
value, and they keep it very safely
Like, how
and
much would it
has
be
a lot of
worth?
emotion in it, basically.
As a comedian, she needs that.
No. So every girl that gets married in the family, before
Has
they
to wear
wear
that?
the one that they bought recently,
Right.
they wear that for just like 5 minutes. Because if you wear it for too
It's
long,
in
it'll
working
tear.
condition? Exactly.
Yeah, it's very
Wow.
good
I
quality.
want to do something like that with my thing, hand me down legacy thingy. I
Yeah.
want to keep my underwear, and I want the next male heir to wear it, and then the next one after that, and then you know what, equality and all that. So females as
Tarun
well.
Kaushik has more info. He says in
Yeah.
Chennai there are people who remove the gold zari and buy it, and the rest of the sari is disposed.
No, the rest of the sari is DOS post.
Wow, we learned so many things. Thanks for coming, ladies. Really, Abbas.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that you're basically a jeweler. I mean, I just didn't know that. This is wonderful.
Weirdly enough, you brought up the saris, though. It wasn't us.
I brought up presents because I'm not a present person, giver or taker.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
I don't know how to get people presents actually.
And I hate getting them also because half the time
Why?
because they're
Gifting is-
horrible. They always give me clothes. I hate clothes. No interest, or books that I
Oh,
don't
when
know.
I was in the south, they would give me these. Oh, I hated them. Those those ceramic plaster of Paris dolls.
Yeah.
I don't know
They're
why.
called Bollywood actresses. Yeah. We got that. Yeah.
The
I don't
Russian
know
doll
why.
types.
It's not the Russian doll type. It's
Okay.
like an angel sitting under a tree.
Hey, don't make
or
it into your
something
sexual
like that.
fantasy. She's
Like
telling
it's
a
one
real
of those-
story.
Sexual fantasy.
Huh.
Russian dolls
know
is
what?
a type of doll.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's not a Russian doll.
It's not a good time to talk about Russia.
Russian dolls are interesting. This is just like
Ayushi's
nothing.
acting it
It's
out.
just like some cute puppy or something, or a
Ayushi's
cat, or
fantasy is
like a
little different.
lady standing
It's like
under
a puppet
tree.
show.
No, but what do you do with those? You can't
Nothing.
play
You
with them
can't do
'cause they're
any.
made of
No,
porcelain.
they're just to put around. They have no use, which is why I hate them so much. And I used to get so many of them because everybody in Coimbatore used to think
why do people
girls like that stuff.
Why do they do that?
It's
I like
annoying.
gifts. Please send all gifts to me.
I
used to give money to
Best.
people as
Best.
gifts.
I'll
Best.
also take
Best.
that.
Put that in a envelope
I
and
used to
give
tell
it to
people,
someone.
just get me Milan Sopari, which I like, Fusion gum, which I like, Chip Nicks, which is a thing, masala chips in the old days. I love that. No, that would never come.
So, okay,
Cheap
wait.
and easy.
So
Nothing.
Why don't
Cyrus,
you
you should
twist
have
this
voted the
logic?
boomer energy, boomer
Yeah,
guy.
why don't you
I
twist
love
it the
boomer.
other way?
Bubblegum, chewing gum, all good. Sorry.
No. What does Ayesha like? Why don't you just get her that?
Ayesha likes to travel like a backpacker, like a communist from the 30s or something.
get her
one
a
outfit.
Why don't you get
solo
her?
trip.
Why don't you get her? A
I
new
do it all
backpack?
the time. I encourage her. I keep the door open. I'm like, Ayesha, door's open. But she doesn't leave. It's really scary.
Tell me honestly, is Aisha a more interesting person? than
I
you
really
are?
She's more
I
well-
just
I
feel
was
like
given,
it sounds
yeah.
like
She's a well-rounded person. Grew up in Rishi Valley, so she's not like a
Wow.
ladla like
Boarding
me.
school.
Exactly. So
Where'd you
she's-
guys meet?
Sorry.
Where'd you guys meet?
It was shadi.com
No, are you serious?
with a double E, but no.
All right.
We met. No, God, I can't go to that story right
Come
now.
on,
It'll take half
let's hear your love story.
These topics
Was
are
it love
really
at first
lackluster.
sight?
I had come back from the States and I was trying to work as a theatre person and all that, and start my own company, etc., and finish my LLB and all that. So I had to do some advertising to earn money and pay my drinking bills. So a friend of mine set me up I used to do copy. So he said, go and do this Anubhav Teak Farms from the south, which became some sort of jugaad joke.
now it's just not stereotyping.
No,
From the
because I
south.
blame her because the product died.
all of South.
The product turned out to be
I'm
some sort
sorry.
of scam.
I
you know,
apologize
they scammed
for
me.
this,
Yeah.
Has
whatever
no idea.
happened.
Anyway.
Yeah. Back deep in the Chennai pocket. And anyway, so then I had to find a visualizer. So then I told the guy who was giving me the thing, I said, please can I get a female visualizer? I don't want to work all day and night with a man. I was 23, 24 years old, and just the idea of meeting a guy like Abbas and hanging out and sweating together. And, I mean, there's no motivation. It wasn't like I'm a creep. I just felt more comfortable with women. I'm always more comfortable. Don't you? I'm more comfortable with women. Anyway, so I called up woman one. Woman one didn't like my voice and made some excuse. Woman two's mother said she's having a bath, the perennial excuse. The bath's gone forever. She was the only one because she was in the hostel. Working women's hostel. So yeah. So then she had to take the phone, came to the phone and spoke and whatever. And then we decided to meet so that she can understand the project. So I can't tell this story again and again.
So that's how you. Okay, fine. No, fair enough. That's how you met. And then from there it was.
She came late for the meeting. Okay, Nas Cafe. She asked me, how do I identify you? I just told her, I told you I'll be with a German Shepherd, short pants and orange t-shirt. But there won't be a second person with a German Shepherd, short pants and orange t-shirt.
But there was.
Weren't you on TV by then already?
No, I wasn't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. This is 1995 early.
Oh,
I was on radio,
that's-
but you can't see a face.
She
Yeah,
knew
true.
you when you were a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm still a nobody.
Aw.
I've given her nothing. I'm giving her an old sari.
That's
My
what I
mother's.
mean. This is after all that you've put her through. You need to give her something
She
better.
came late. I mean, she didn't come.
So you're
I
holding
went back
this
home after 10
respons-
minutes and then I got a call again from the PCO outside Nas saying that, where are you? I was like,
You can't have more than 10 minutes.
10 minutes? How many more minutes?
I burst an eardrum.
7 to 7:10 I
established
waited.
that you have changed your entire schedule to be here on
7,
10. So
11.
clearly-
Yeah, but 10 minutes? How can you
7-Eleven,
give
I
her 10
walked. It's a
minutes?
long walk in Hanging Gardens area. She could see me if she came in the next 3-4 minutes because again the orange shirt and the dog will stand out. But she wasn't there.
But you went back home?
My home was 5 minutes walk.
Oh.
And I went back home and then I was really angry. Because then I couldn't get my mind around forget the Anubhav Teak Farm, I couldn't get my mind around why you late. Of course, those were the reasons she's coming from Colaba by bus and this and that. So there were reasons. But, just be a little careful. Try and be on time. You have the whole day to plan your life.
No, give
Wow.
her the sari with the hole in it. And then we'll see whether we have a show next week.
Was an uncle since day one, though.
Yeah. So
About
my
time.
advice to people who are dating and all that, try and be on the same time sphere. Yeah, that's
But you
important.
liked her anyway. It's like the first impression, and you.
I
still
like all women.
Totally.
I'm a woman lover, so that doesn't. My standards are
Cyrus
very
is
low.
waiting for
I
one
like
to like
fat
him
women,
back.
I like thin women. I like
He was
tall
waiting
women,
for
short women,
somebody
dark
to like
women,
him
fair
back.
women, old women, young women. The thing is, no
very-
women like me. It's
She's the
one-sided.
only one who liked him
Shavik is
back.
saying Cyrus
That's
is in that
so
mode
crazy.
where girlfriends ask, how did you guys meet?
Yeah.
Story, and you have to make it interesting now.
No, I can't make it interesting. These are true stories. Scarred me because I always thought, why did we get married? It's almost like my revenge on her, for being late. Yeah. By the way, this continues still
And
today.
after saying all this, you expect her to be like very wowed when you give her a gift.
No, the other day we had to go to Ashwin Sanghi book launch on Sunday morning, and we said we are leaving at 11:30. 11:30, I was down. She came down at 11:38. I was going mad, sweating like a pig.
One sec. Hold on. Let me just clarify. You said 11:30 you're leaving. By 11:30 you were already down.
11:31, I exited because she wasn't ready.
Okay, but 11:30 gives you a window of at least 10 minutes
No,
to
why?
get into the car.
That's why India doesn't progress. We're always slow. 11:27 she should have been ready.
Okay,
And
but-
she should have been like a Pomeranian going crazy in heat or something. And saying, let's go. That's what I wanted. I never get that.
He has a nerve popping
I know,
out
yeah.
of his neck.
That's
Wow.
okay,
I've cancelled a lot of my friends over the years because they were late.
I think what we should do next week is basically none of us show up and just
Forget
have
that,
Cyrus
Ayushi,
on
We'll
when
the
I-
do it alone.
When I
An hour.
was on my heavy drinking sessions also, I used to go berserk. Because we'd say 8 o'clock we're meeting at say Kunal's house and 8, 5, 8, 10, nobody's there, just him and me. We'd just go crazy.
8, 5
Oh,
and 10
man.
and you're one.
Okay, forget the men, the girls who were
So
supposed
how
to
do
come.
you deal on set? I know on set for a fact everything is like
Yeah, everything
it
is
runs
late.
late by like
in
not
in
5,
NTV,
7
I had a
minutes.
reputation of actually attacking people physically. I would pull the producer, I would push the cameraman, I would,
And
you
now
don't
in-
know.
I think that's why you quit.
On new sets,
movies and
but now
television,
they're better
because
with
I
time.
can't take this.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I
anyway.
didn't quit. It's just that I don't have work. It's a little rude.
I was just giving you an excuse.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
But never mind.
You made yourself a jeweler and took away everything I had.
Zardos,
I got
Mr.
nothing.
Zardos.
I got an old sari of my mother's. That's what I got. Yeah.
At least he didn't ghost Ayesha like Kunal ghosted Kajol. Ouch.
Oh, that
Showing
was
his,
terrible.
shots fired.
I don't want to bring that up, but I apologize to
What?
Kajol and all womanhood. I don't know what that fat idiot did.
That's
And by
a
that I
whole
mean
different
Kunal.
story. Let's not go
Wait,
into
Kunal
that. I
as in
think
your Kunal?
Yeah, Mike,
Vijay
Abbas and I tried to set up the two of them. And
How did that
because-
go?
Okay, I keep making fun of Kunal, so they're all very protective about him for some reason. And this is the thing to do. The guy who's not here, you have to protect him. So they protect him. So Kajal said, I find him very interesting one day, and I think he's very cute and words like that.
He is cute.
So I said, oh God,
No,
I'm not setting you up.
I don't want
I'm
to be.
once bitten.
I don't want to
I'm
be.
never doing it again.
I'm
The
fine.
ungrateful
I'm
fat
making it
idiot.
clear.
I mean, I do all this
It's
for
a
him.
recurring bit on this show now.
So
Really?
one second.
Kunal ghosts.
Big celebrity
I
in my
never
house.
thought that he would not be super happy to whatever, meet and all that, because I thought, she's very interesting, she's fun, she's much younger, so we set it up. But he sort of, how do you explain it? He sort of
Kajol sent a few texts
he's
saying,
denying
hey,
it.
Kunal, let's hang out and big fan, whatever. And Kunal Vijay, because that's really sweet of you.
no,
And-
she actually said dinner because he
she's
does
like,
food
so when
shows and all that.
when can we do get
Yeah,
together
yeah.
or whatever? And then he just never replied.
And then she sent one more, and then whatever.
No, that's it. That's where it ended.
11,
Or you
20.
don't double text like that. That's
Then-
I think he
Kajol
replied
came
once.
on the show.
He replied once, and then he didn't reply the second time.
Huh, huh.
Wow.
That's the
Once-
sequence.
that's what he said. Thanks.
Then
and
she didn't do
everything.
another one after that because that's
No,
a-
then Kajol came on the show and Cyrus was on a shoot joining
we
us.
called him
and then
live.
Kunal came in the frame,
We
saw
called him
that
live.
Kajol is on the show, and he's like, I replied, and then he just walked out of the frame.
And then he walked.
and then it was
he walked out of the frame. He
okay.
walked out. So there's a room where we do the show, this podcast from. Where we do the makeup and change. He left that area. He's too lazy to leave that area because all the work that he has to do is there, the makeup, etc. He just left the area till the show was over.
In his defense, Kunal said he's bad at texting, so I don't know.
He's not bad at texting. He's like an 8-year-old child who just doesn't leave the phone. He's on the phone. I'm the one who's bad at texting. I have a phone that's off all the time. He's the guy who's always on the phone. And he doesn't watch porn, so I don't know what he does.
I was just thinking, you said that you walked out of Cafe Naz and then Ayesha had to call from a PCO to ask you where you were. I don't think anybody would do that today.
Because there are no
Yeah.
PCOs.
No, we just be like, dude, this guy
didn't
goes to
show
me.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm done.
now I'd be able to check on her, right? Ayesha, where are you? And she'd be like, I'm 13
that
minutes
also.
away.
Yeah,
That's okay, that doesn't
yeah.
work for me. Bye. So it would have been a pleasant, I mean, I do that all the time. Don't you do that all the time?
So you're-
Where are you?
No.
Tell me honestly where you are. I even make people blow
You're
the
saying
horn
your
and all that.
relationship
Are you really in the
exists?
car? Blow the horn. Blow the horn. That's it.
Your
You
relationship
must-
exists because cell phones weren't a thing back then.
You know what Kunal and I do? We ask each other to ask the passerby where they are, so that we know you're telling the truth. So where are you? Are you really in Haji Ali? Ask the guy next to you. And at the light. So he
Okay.
puts the window down.
We've gone
Well,
20 minutes without a single topic. I think
This is a very
Amit
important.
will fire me
punctuality
again,
in Indians. Punctuality. Puru would have beaten Alexander. They were a little late at the ford, the area where the Greeks crossed. They were a little late coming there. Why? Because
I'm
some of the
gonna
guys are
pretend
tardy.
I understand what that means.
The Battle of the Jhelum, yeah, Hydaspes, if you're Greek.
And I established that I was an Iranian. I don't know. It wasn't.
But the guy's a tailor, for God's sake. What's the point of telling him anything?
Hey, Zardozi is an
great.
art, okay? So yeah.
It's a great episode. We should just
So-
let Cyrus
so is
just go on a
podcasting.
rant.
Yes.
Like,
so funny,
unending.
man.
Actually, one of the things that really get to me is time issues. Don't even start.
I just
When I was in Singapore, I thought I met my people. I cried like a baby with emotion because everything was on time. I was there. Rahul Khanna used to mysteriously fall sick every second week.
Like
and then,
Silvery.
Yeah, like Silvery. But he would travel because maybe the
Right.
doctors were better in Europe or something. So he
Rahul
would.
Khanna is
Akshay Khanna's brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
But more Vinod
The
Khanna's
hot
son.
guy.
Yeah.
The
he's
hot
very
one.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. So he unfortunately would keep going, and they'd send me from Bombay to Singapore to sub for him. And those were my best days of my life. 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock, 9:30. Everything is ready. Everything is perfect. Boom. And 5 o'clock, they shut their phones and disappear. You're done. There's nobody who wants to meet you. They only meet their friends after 5. So any work colleague, you're gone.
But that's a lot of...
Vinay calls me all night.
Outside India, that's an amazing work ethic. That after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you don't get anyone in Europe.
Second phone thingy.
You don't get
The
that.
pleasure
Second phone. There is no second.
No,
phone.
they do. They just switch the thing.
Personal phone.
Heaps of people, because everyone gets a company phone, right? So then the minute they're done, there's like, okay, this
that's
one's
off.
off.
That's off.
And now your phone is actually what it can be, which is a source of just your friends getting in touch or what you want to do. It's not like
it's a happy phone
7,000
because when that phone rings, you're not getting tension of any kind. It's a happy phone.
I'm getting tension because we haven't touched the topic.
One sec.
We need
So
to
I'm saying at 11 o'clock,
You said there
my
are no
day is
topics
over.
today.
We shut the phone immediately.
but not very.
At 11 a.m.
Vinay is
I
also getting
agree,
fed
yeah.
up. He's like, what
Vinay doesn't pay attention to the show anymore. He's just
No,
happy.
once in a while that he does it. Like
Because
just talking about this.
Real Madrid won the Champions thing.
Oh, we're
He's
back
gone a
on
little
that.
berserk, He's just misbehaving. Look at his face. He's smiling from year to year.
Does look a little smug.
There's literally no smile on his face.
No, that's his full smile. Now that's a genetic thing. Don't be rude. Okay, it is what it is.
It's like no discernible emotion on Vinay's face at all.
Cyrus, great shirt.
Oh right.
You can't possibly be doing this again.
No, we have to.
This is my
glad-
trigger. If time is your trigger, you cannot be.
This is a topic.
This is a real topic.
This is a real
Yeah,
topic.
first
Yes.
topic is man buys shirt from IBM website.
Wow, that's as big as dog. Man bites dog. Right?
Yeah.
Of news.
Yeah,
I'm
sounds
really
Crazy
gonna
man
show.
bites dog today. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm gonna
That's
eat-
interesting.
You do this, I'm gonna eat the mango.
Hey, show. Can we? I don't know. Visual things are not encouraged on the show, but can you show the fruit?
Yeah,
platter?
Ayushi brings a lot of stuff
Ayushi
here
got a
though.
fruit platter.
That's I
wanna
can
argue the
see
fruit
it
platter.
from
There
here.
is no platter.
There's lychees in it.
No, and there's mango. Now the big
Okay,
question,
here's-
and
yeah.
her family and her have fought over this, is do you slice the mango and then put it in a lunchy box, which you can have later?
What's a lunchy
A
box?
lunchy, because I don't know how to describe that
It's
box.
just
sort
a
of
a
like
box.
lunch.
box.
It's just a box.
It's a fruit platter box.
1 second. I would like to just be clear. I was running
Some
late this
fruit
morning.
has to be.
So
Can I
they
out
have
of,
to be
have
fresh.
the visual on screen?
out of
Rishi?
kindness.
I'll give you one thing. If it was Peru guava, I'm okay with it. Maybe chiku, but
Cyrus, on your
strawberry
screen.
for sure. And
Strawberry is pink, but this we also have shirts in orange color.
I'm just saying, you can't slice a mango.
Yeah,
You can't
Dhyan
slice
dijiye.
a mango and leave it 2-3 hours later. It loses its texture. I'm against it.
Or the one that Cyrus is wearing today.
Yeah,
But
back to
in
the shirts.
blue,
Yeah.
it says I don't do Coke.
I do Pepsi. That's right.
Yes.
Pepsi rocks, yeah.
Or
Niveditha, do you have any? By the way, they spelled your name wrong today.
no,
Vinay
they
and
did
Rishi.
not.
And a lot of your defenders.
We have
you were very aggressive
shirts
fans.
designed by
They screamed at Abbas.
Cyrus
Yeah.
Putin.
Back to the shirt.
Yes.
We
Or my
segued between
favorite.
shirt and story.
This one's called the boomer energy, which I think
What
you
is your
should be
job
wearing
depending
all
on
the
this?
time. Yes,
And mine.
Quite
You should remind me and mine. Yeah.
And of course, the cute one, which says I pet
Aw,
cardio.
that's nice.
I pet dogs for cardio.
That's
So
right.
you can buy all
Especially
these shirts
like
and more.
like a Chihuahua or something. I mean that's really cardio at my age. If you bend, you may not get up again after that.
Yeah.
Some dogs are so
I just
small.
realized we should have somewhere on the screen saying you can buy all these on the IVM podcast website. There's a shop tab which you can click and get all these designs.
You
for
want
and more.
all that? You want that
For
paragraph?
a guy who
you want
embroiders,
that whole paragraph
who embroiders
on the
sarees,
screen.
you're really versatile. I would
I
think.
know,
yeah.
right?
Where he
Yep.
switches. By the way, a shout out to Silvery. I hope you recover. I hope it's not.
What's happening?
What happened to Silvery?
It's almost
Says he
life and
has
death.
fever,
almost
but I
life and
think
death.
he's parting somewhere.
Because he's been sick for like a day now, which is a long time, and yeah, we have no idea. He's not given us a medical report. He's not. I took the booster yesterday, guys. Parsi General.
Oh.
you said this yesterday also,
free
so day
for
before
Parsi.
yesterday you took it.
I took it in the morning yesterday. Did we talk after
okay.
that?
Yeah, last evening we had a show.
We talked too much.
I know, right?
We can't be this
Did
friendly.
you,
What's
did
going
you,
on?
Did you have any side effects? Because I just got eligible to take my booster, but I haven't taken it
No,
yet.
my side
I'm
effect is
taking
I
mine
didn't feel the
tomorrow.
prick, as my wife used to say. So I told sister. By the way, I'm the only one calling her
Then
sister.
you should give her 10 Kanjivaram.
Because yeah, so I said sister, and I said ho gaya. She said huh. So then I said but मेरे को कुछ feeling नहीं आया. Hey, आएगा.
It's a slow
So
burn.
now, yeah.
It's a slow burn.
So now I'm waiting for the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, you're
first
supposed to
topic-
wait 15 minutes after that, and I want to tell the truth here. I waited 9 minutes. I couldn't wait.
That's okay.
Oh,
I
so
couldn't
that
wait.
time you didn't respect the time.
I
Unless you don't
undertimed. I
faint
never
or whatever.
overtime. No, I'm an
Unless you don't
undertimer.
faint.
I'm an undertimer. That I
okay.
can.
Yeah, but when I took my grandparents also to get it, and this was at the height of like trying to jostle for the
Where?
elderly at that ESIC hospital, and
Oh.
it is not great.
Not great.
And they said you have to wait here, and I was like, no, my grandparents will get COVID sitting here, waiting here.
Correct.
So I just like I have done a full like I cannot hear anyone, I cannot see anyone. I just walked. I was held their hand like a ragtag group. Three of us have just walked out of the hospital. I did not respect the time.
I totally no. I agree with you.
I'm
Some-
not sitting there.
No,
People were sitting there without
conditions
masks.
are not palatable for you. You should not stay.
Cyrus,
I agree.
sex work.
Last thing, Parsi General. If you want to get the booster, there's
I get it?
parking.
Can you get it
They
for
give you
free?
coffee and tea free. If you're Parsi. What's your
None of-
surname?
Nobody else is here.
Amin.
Amin is a tough one. If it was Mehta or something, we would have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
Damn.
There is a mosque giving it because I get in there with Amin quite often.
Masjid will work better. Do you have any
For the
contacts?
booster shots?
Yeah, with the Amin surname.
I have no idea.
This
I
is
didn't
a-
even know
And
mosques
my
were giving
This is a
surname
woman.
wouldn't get me
This is a
anything.
woman.
I am a
What is
Muslim. I
this?
wouldn't take booster shots in a mosque. I'll go to a hospital.
Her Porsche 2.5 crore car that dropped her here. That's not an issue, but she wants to save 304 rupees on the booster, and rightly
Right.
so.
That is how you make money. is
That's
when
how you make
save money.
I don't know, but I'm such a
Yeah.
petty guy. I felt so glad. I was really happy when I didn't have to pay. I can't tell you. It was
No,
just
I
beautiful.
didn't.
I paid
Even
for
I didn't
all
pay
of
for the initial 2 doses. I did
Oh, it
not.
was
For
an
the
experiment.
booster, I might
You were
have
the experiment, the guinea
to.
pig.
Yeah, I was.
I've
the guinea
landed up
pig,
paying for
yeah.
all of them. This is
Why?
not right.
There's
I
got to be
paid
some
for
way
both
not
of
to
them
pay.
too.
Why?
Yeah,
What?
I
Really?
paid.
Because
What's the government doing for you? Why are you paying?
Jack.
because if I didn't pay, I would have had to stand in a long queue in a school.
Both of you all
or
marry
something.
Parsis. So next
Tarun
time there's a
Kaushik.
pandemic, we'll
You don't
figure it
let
out.
us. You don't let us.
Tarun
You'll get
Kaushik
all
No, you
is,
can. You can.
I heard you
Cyrus.
It's a male-dominated society. You can. You would take it up with the panchayat.
I
didn't make the
I
rules.
heard that there were like
Can
2-3
you just
priests
not
in
put me on
Bombay.
episodes where Cyrus
Sorry,
has two
sorry.
other women on the panel?
I
Two
heard
other
that-
women? What do you think
Yeah.
we're running?
Other
What do you think we're
women?
running?
Are you all-
What do you mean two other women?
One second.
You watch yourself,
Please
Taylor.
put silvery for all this kind of
Darji
stuff.
ji, watch your mouth.
I did hear though that in the Parsi community, at least in Bombay, there's specific priests that you have to go to do the outside community marriages.
So
and
they're-
only some allow
It's
it.
simple. They're liberals and they're conservatives. It's simply
it's
like
the same-
that.
it's
The
like that,
liberals
okay.
are liberals like in anything else. And that's it. Are you marrying a Parsi?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Cyrus, sex work.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Is
It
sex
works.
work a crime?
What time? I'll be on time. There again, the problem with the client is the
No,
client
now
doesn't
you
come
can
on time.
be.
Akela kya karega? Abhi karega, but what's the point? I can't
Because
pay myself.
the court has advised that women or anybody doing sex work
time, Abbas,
voluntarily should not be arrested. They should not be separated from their children. And this is a case that had been going on for the last decade
It's
or
not
so.
a crime in that sense.
It's not a crime if done voluntarily.
One second, so they're
But can you get a-
is this like getting towards of decriminalizing sex work?
Yes, it is.
So the next step is now the Padma Shri also available to that line of work. I mean, it should not stop at. I mean, it should be. Yeah, it's a job.
Why are
then.
you being so condescending?
I'm not being
about it?
condescending.
Yeah.
I'm saying I want that. I want
He
sex to
doesn't-
be not an
actually, the
issue.
thing is the
You're
opposite.
saying
He
you
doesn't think
want
the
it to be
Padma Shri means
celebrated?
much.
Yeah, as
Is
much
that what you
as
mean?
medical profession or darzi who makes.
But you're
whatever
saying
he
it in
makes.
a very sleazy
No, I didn't say
sense,
it.
though.
I'm very pro prostitution. How dare you say that? I'm an Indian male.
All right.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
And-
Indian males are very
And as I told you, for Parsis, it's free. So we always get a deal.
Okay, one second. Let's go back.
Open the mango for God's sake and start eating.
I'm trying not to make the noise of the box. But tell me, this
That's
story...
the problem with the podcast. You really think they're going to say, yeah, we're listening anymore. Yeah, you open the box.
That's it. This
For
is
the third time,
this
yeah.
is an actual story, and so
Yeah.
the courts are debating this now. And where is this? Where do you think this is going?
Towards a better place than where
No,
we are
like,
today.
no,
Legalizing
not your
prostitution, it's a
opinion,
job.
man.
As long as
Like,
people are doing it willingly, what's the
I
big
didn't
deal?
read the
Ayushi, there's
article.
common sense.
Where is what going?
So they have passed this already?
No,
That's
they've
what
not
I'm
passed
asking.
it. It's under
Discussion.
discussion
Okay,
right now.
cool.
When
the
Abbas
courts
was in
are
dental college, a
quoting-
couple of elderly women approached him for favors and were willing to pay him, but he didn't do it out of fear.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
I'm saying,
dropped out of
There's a time in
dentistry.
your life, if you need to make some money, you make some money. What's the big deal?
But
Why do you
Cyrus,
look down on this?
your idea of sex work is still very old school. Do you know of this website called OnlyFans?
I was just going
I know.
to say that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now that is also sex
They
work.
approached
If-
me to never come on
If
it.
you take subscription
Yeah.
and
So this
whatever,
would be
a person is
the-
taking off
Is
clothes.
Then
that
you would-
illegal
Yes.
in India?
Yes,
OnlyFans
for now,
is illegal?
For
It's
now,
not,
yes.
it's not prostitution per se. You're performing, but you're not performing with a person. So it's different.
That is also. I mean, some
no, so
members
it's
also.
exhibitionism is a little different. That I do anyway. I mean, lots of people do.
But that is sex work. It comes under
But
the
you're not
umbrella
asking,
of sex
but you're
work.
not asking anyone to pay you.
Okay.
For it.
Yeah, but I'm
There's
just taking off my
difference.
clothes. It's only me involved, right? It's not.
That's
it's
just
not a
everyone
transaction
going for
between-
a shower every
You're
day.
not
That's
just-
not sex
If
work.
I start
Yeah.
if I start an OnlyFans page and I'm having sex with
Bro,
someone,
I would like to
on
discuss
camera.
the chances and potential of
and
this
if
market
someone
and-
comes across that and files a report, I think I will be arrested, or I will be under
Why?
because it's not legal from what I understand.
flashing your tutus.
Yes.
Oh.
For a
But
for
what
a
if someone's
subscription.
paid you to?
But I'm saying
Flash
it doesn't
your
involve a
tutus.
second party.
Isn't
If
that
it
the
doesn't involve a
same-
second party? Why should it be an issue in any case?
Isn't
It's your own choice.
isn't it also similar to why pornography is not allowed in India?
Yeah, I didn't know that for a
But
very long
pornography
time.
is not allowed because of bad dialogues. Once we improve the dialogues, everything will be good.
That's
Well,
the
if
problem.
Why?
that's
Did you
the
order for
benchmark.
pizza? No, we got to move from there.
Okay, so basically,
About
what
time.
you have to do is you have to play like Scarface in the background, so there's
Yes,
like good dialogue,
yes.
and then everyone else.
And
Say hello to my
Yeah, say hello to my little friend is a great opening.
Thank
for you. Yeah,
you,
there you
you
go.
guys picked
Ayushi,
up
what
a
a mind.
joke.
What a dirty mind you have.
Hey, no,
Cheers,
I was setting
cheers.
it up for a good joke. But but this would actually open the gateway or doors to a lot of abroad. Like you'd
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
broaden the industry and like.
No, take away the as you said, sleaze factor, whatever the
I don't
stigma.
think no.
Yeah,
That
the
is not
stigma.
going to go
The-
away
yeah, the
from.
sleaze
Not
factor is
immediately,
not
but
gonna
slowly
go
after
away.
a couple of generations. Why is it such a big deal? It's okay.
I think it's a mentality thing for the people in the Netherlands or in Amsterdam specifically, where prostitution is legal under this banner of the red light district, etc., etc. People over there might not see it as a sleazy thing, but you know for a fact
Thailand?
there are like a bunch of tourists who go there and like.
Only brown skin tourists.
Exactly, our mentality
Misbehave.
is
No, but
not to
my-
think
my-
of it in an evolved way.
Sure.
We are very,
Yeah,
very
we are too Victorian.
and.
Oh, sorry, Victorian if you're from East.
My point is that if foreigners go there and they misbehave with the sex workers there, the sex workers there have enough
Oh, God, you
authority or enough
Absolutely.
agency.
They have a thing
Yeah.
called law and all that. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly. Which in our country they don't. If a sex worker
They
goes,
do, but our law is always a
if
priority
a sex
thing.
worker
Who do you
gets
know,
raped
influence,
and
this,
goes
that.
to the authorities, the
Yeah.
first line of questioning is why are you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this
They'll
in
make
the
you feel
first
terrible,
place?
most likely.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
asked
It's
for
a
it.
cultural thing, isn't it? Like that's why India
it's
doesn't
never
have
going
any.
to change whether you allow them to be.
No, but his whole point is they've come up with this landmark judgment or
No,
landmark
not a
ordinance.
judgment yet,
Yeah.
but
it's a step in the right
push
direction.
towards that
a
direction,
small
yeah,
step.
yeah.
It's my
Absolutely.
theory. It's my theory about why Indians don't have any sex appeal. It's because it's not in our culture. We're discouraged from a very young age to not
We
be
do have a
sexy.
sex appeal, we just don't understand what it means. We actually
No.
go, sex? Sex? How's that?
No, because I'll tell you why.
You're so
In
proud
other-
of a theory. I have a theory.
I do have a
Here's why
theory.
Indians don't
Listen,
have sex.
because
And
like
and
it.
just
It's a
think
good
about it,
theory.
right?
Insulting the
It
phone.
is. It's a real theory because every other culture has something related to sex appeal when they're growing up, right?
Yeah.
It's there in their culture. Like
Yeah,
they say,
we don't have
they
a prom or whatever.
We don't have anything like
We are
that. We're not even
traumatized
allowed
by
to
the
talk
thought.
to
Yeah,
each
you're right.
other
She's
for
right,
a
absolutely
very,
right.
very
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
I
In fact,
just started talking about sex.
I was I was
So-
talking to somebody who was like, you know, the very religious Catholic Christian. They
You know,
were
it's a
say-
Catholic
Naveen
Christian.
Arora.
That's a
because
super-
because these people think like sex is a sin. So you know they
sex
have a lot
outside
of
procreation.
No,
outside of
yeah.
procreation,
You can have
and
80
even
kids.
doing it for pleasure, they see it
Yeah,
as
it's not
Yeah.
allowed.
yeah, it's not allowed.
Yeah, yeah.
So
sometimes it's not pleasure. As a
I
married
was
man, I can
just
tell you.
thinking about how these people fear God and don't do that, right? But where I come from, we just fear our parents and don't do it. It's crazy.
Oh, God and parents are the same thing. in
Yeah,
other cultures,
yeah, because we just
Okay, just want to warn the ladies not to keep talking
We have
about
to go to
sex.
a break,
No, because
Cyrus.
Rishi and Vinay are sexually repressed and they are misbehaving already.
They are
She's
misbehaving
just
because
hearing
they're
a
saying you're
woman
not
say the
taking a
word
break.
sex. Rishi is just going berserk. His hair is shaking on his head. I don't want to go anywhere else.
I don't want to look at Vinay. Every time I look at Vinay, he's giving me an angry look.
Vinay's hair, if
So-
it shakes, is going to be bad because there's not that much left now. We're going to be careful.
Yeah, I know. He's taking
Ayushi-
He's taking
Ayushi
balding
has
tips
left the
from
building.
me.
Ayushi is in,
I have
in a
lost.
coma.
No, she's,
Actually, the thing is, many minutes ago, I lost track of the conversational thread,
Yeah.
and then I've been trying to pick it up, but I've been
That's okay.
distracted.
Don't. We'll start a new thread. We'll go into the improv segment,
right,
What's it
let's
Cyrus.
go.
called? Friend
Let's
zone.
move on.
What's it called? The where you strip?
Friend zone is not stripping.
No,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the porno version of Hello Friends. That's where we were going. So
Yeah, right.
Each
What
character
was that?
would
What was that
be
other
but
on
one?
because
Yeah,
you
where
were
you can-
Indian, you stopped.
Yeah.
Just
didn't have a
Indian
market.
thing.
Wait,
Niveditha, I
Ayushi
tried.
was
No,
asking me
there
a
was
question.
that other website, right, where you could just randomly like
Be careful, you're exposing yourself.
No. Where people would make friends with any random person who came on the website there, and then you could be like, hi, you're someone
That's
sitting in
called
Poland
Facebook.
or something.
Oh.
No, it
I
was
have
like
no idea. Friend space.
no.
Look at these two.
I'll
Anyway.
These two perverts, Niveditha.
idea.
They're all
Um,
pretending, but they're indulging in
Cyrus.
all this every day, talking to some creepy old uncle.
Let's go to the Jupiter improv segment.
Yes.
Jupiter improv segment coming up right
Let's
now.
do this.
I'll just
Today
give you some
our-
music.
My favorite improv.
Now go.
Our
segments.
improv prompt today is not getting your salary on time is as bad as.
Give it to me.
you write
Pivot. No.
Go on.
I just want to say,
Please.
Vinay is saying, no, don't give it to Ayushi. Because Ayushi has not been paid salary.
You don't mean paid salary?
I'm sick.
Wow.
Awkward silence.
So what kind of salary can they pay someone like you? I mean, can they even buy like a shoelace? I mean, what's this salary going to do?
Cyrus, money
You just want,
is
yeah,
money.
fair enough.
If you want me to be
Your
on
work,
time,
yeah. No, I agree with you. How dare I say that? Why should we
Not-
say that?
Not
Someone can
getting
pay-
your salary on time is as bad as not turning up for Cyrus at Cafe
Yeah.
Naz on time.
Not just Cafe Naz.
anywhere.
What I'm saying is they promise the time. Don't
Right.
promise the time. Don't say, 11:30, I'll be there. That's it. We'll be on time. Yeah, of course, 100%. And 11:45, the person starts with the first
So
excuse.
shall we give you a window? Is that better when interacting with you? Like being like, okay, I'll be there between 10 and 10:15, so don't get upset.
Yeah, that's fine once we accept that this is the contract. But I'm saying whatever the upper limit, the final time is, that is
Yeah,
the
but
time.
what does
You don't
not
make up
getting your
another
salary
time.
on time like, Cyrus?
It's like working at MTV for the first 6 years.
Okay.
and from what I gather, Nikhil Chinnappa is still waiting. Yeah, he's got a couple of hair weaves to do and all that. He's very upset, and they just don't pay you. But this is typical of our breed, in entertainment. I don't know about stand-up comedy because I think that's a little faster. Because the gate money.
There is no
comes
salary
in.
in stand-up.
No,
Yeah,
gate money comes in,
you
doesn't
do it
come
for
in.
free.
But for us, you do a thing, and they never talk about money.
Not
They
getting your salary on time is as bad as not getting your
What are you, like some old man
chicken
who's stuck
sizzler
in a young
after the
man's
show
party?
which you were promised at a stand-up night.
You get promised food?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Why
about?
do you think
What
she's
venue
so
is
thin?
this?
She don't get
Yeah,
fed.
nobody ever offers me food. I would take that.
He brings the food.
Ah.
Do you have
It's like
one,
one
Niveditha?
joke, one kebab. One joke, one kebab.
Not
the
getting
worst.
your salary on time is as bad as.
It's just bad.
As bad as trying to come up
Oh,
with something
so
in this
bad. I'm
stupid
just
improv.
like,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of a sudden,
yeah.
put me on the spot.
It's as bad as getting your pubes stuck in the zipper. Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Because extricating that is not easy. Sorry to
just-
bring it up, ladies, but it can be really painful. And also when you're in public, how do you do it? Because you don't want to act like you're in pain, because that's really ridiculous.
Oh, have you ever had a pube in your food in a hotel?
Always.
Oh my
God.
I insist.
Happens so
I
much.
insist.
Arpit
It's
Bansal
as
says
bad
it's
as-
as bad as
Paresh, make your
haggling
bar.
It's as bad
for
as finding
convenience,
a
conveyance or
pube in your food.
reimbursement. That's true.
Abbas is on strike. He's not
I
happy
am,
with anything
yes.
we've said so far. And Ayushi has gone into another...
No, he's never going to invite us back
Yeah.
on the show. Like, watch now, like Antariksh, we won't make it onto the schedule for next week.
You got rid
You
of
wanna think
Antariksh
about-
somehow.
Huh? No, I did not. He said he has fever, Baba.
He's not got fever.
Yeah, he has.
He's in pain.
Are you accusing me
No,
of like,
he's hurt.
hiding his body somewhere?
Celebrity, if you're listening to us,
It's
we
in
do
one
love
of the
you.
6 cars.
Yeah, I don't know. He's hurt. You've done something. You destroyed
I
his
have not done
psyche.
anything. What I want you to do right now is go into a break.
This is a guy who jumped from the first floor when he was 5 years old. Because
What?
somebody told him-
Silvery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very weird
He
Wait,
says-
why?
I don't know. He says that he was trying to reach a ball.
Vinay says we need to
and
come
it was
up with
faster
more.
to go from there.
Oh.
Now, so either he's really stupid or he already had issues with his life and all that. So that's not
Not getting your salary on time is as bad as
Antariksh
Antariksh
not being on
surviving
the show.
jumping from the first
No,
floor.
no.
Wait. Ayushi has something more
No.
to add to
Yeah.
her not being paid. Go
No,
on.
no, not that one. I was just saying is as bad as Antariksh not being on the show.
Aw.
Well, as a rep of Jupiter.
Well, get used to it.
Yeah. Well, as a rep of Jupiter, I would like to just ask you one thing. Do you guys, in a sense, I'm sure you're paying salaries.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but you pay vendors. So do you pay your people on time?
Yes, as long as they are GST compliant, because that's a new thing on our side. Like, we have to make sure that the vendor that you
That's
pick has
true.
paid
That's fair.
GST.
That's a fair
Not
argument.
getting salary on
I had this problem
time
with cost of you are listening. Be
is
GST
as
compliant.
bad as trying to understand what how GST breaks down.
Don't act like you don't know all
I
this.
don't know all this.
You're a dentist. You're a darzi.
not
You're
a
a comic. You're a producer. You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, but that's pretty
Wow.
bad.
You're a
Not-
guy who has a fan zone thing.
Only fans.
Only fan zone.
Fan zone is not a bad answer, though. A bad name.
Okay, Ayushi, what is this?
I
young
think Vinay will
doing in
beat
the
us
background?
today. By the end of the show, he's going to
It's like he's trying to take his
go
arm
take a
off.
club and
Yeah. Is he a referee in the Liverpool versus what is that crappy Spanish team's name? I can't remember. Let's take a quick Jupiter
All
break.
right.
Now we all look at Ayushi, who without offering the fruit to anybody
I
else?
did.
You did not.
I said, would you like lychee or mango when you came in only? And you said no.
But I was busy doing my Hamlet monologue.
Shakespeare's literally rolling.
What
in his
about
grave.
what about Niveditha and Abbas? They were not
Would
offered.
you like a piece of cut mango?
Now,
or a
now,
lychee?
now they won't take it because
No,
it's an
I'm good,
afterthought.
thanks.
Nobody now she's feeling bad. I can tell immediately.
It's free.
No, there's nothing free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Didn't you follow what I was trying to say here? I mean, there's
So you were
nobody listening.
literally talking about free lunches.
Yeah, but it was just like an analogy
So you-
for what I'm trying to say.
But one second, before we go into
You
this
can't
break,
say we're going to a Jupiter break and take a break 1 hour later, okay?
Jupiter's far away. It's a planet that's far away. Please
it
understand.
takes time, Abbas, to go
We
there
love
and
the
come back.
Jupiter app. It's
I have
the
to wrap
best.
this up in
Thank
20
you.
minutes. Come on.
This girl is
fast.
paying attention. You go back to fan zone. Let's go into a
Only
quick
fans.
Jupiter money break and OnlyFans superhero Abbas when we come back.
And we're back.
That's not on her.
When you reject man in society, as Niveditha
You
rejected that
guys
young man.
lose your shit and kill people.
Not all, but you become more
That's
psychotic
another
because
thing
of
I
the
was very
frustration.
afraid of growing up. I was like, oh God, one of these guys one day is going to get mad at me and kill me on the street. That's another reason I never
I
encouraged
know we laugh
it.
about it, but that's like a real fear. That
It's a
people
real
have.
fear. Like people really
Fully.
got stabbed in like railway stations in the south because they, rejected
There's
a
no need to
man's.
give it a geographical tone. This is
This
a
is-
worldwide issue.
No,
No,
That
no,
people
it
are
happens
jealous
a
a
lot.
lovers.
issue. Men
It is
across
a-
north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Have you ever been scared that a guy is, not in
Yeah,
a frame of
100%.
mind where he will behave
I am
rationally?
constantly terrified.
I think, every single
No,
day.
in a personal way.
100%.
Have you had that? You had this guy.
Yeah.
For those who didn't see that episode or listen to that episode, Niveditha in college had this guy who chased her for a year and wrote 1,000 pages worth of
Not 1,000, like it was a few
hundred,
maybe.
few hundred. Come on,
100,
Come on.
100
Are you
maybe.
really? I mean, really?
He wrote a
Why are you
100
taking the
pages.
stalker's
Oh,
side?
it was like a
I'm
whole
going to talk
like,
aside.
Yeah.
I'm showing empathy
novel.
for the stalker because I
but very
No, you
badly
shouldn't.
written.
No. Let's stop.
Let's
No,
not
usually-
encourage that behavior.
Usually I
on the show.
enjoy your
You
absolute
want-
nonsensical rants, but no.
You women say you want someone who's honest, pure, straightforward, innocent.
not-
You want all that.
None
No,
of those
that's
honest,
not true.
pure-hearted
that.
people write 100
What is
pages
No,
of
pure? What
It
does
has
that
to be.
mean?
chase women
That's a
around.
very
Speaking
mad
from
thing
his
to
heart.
say.
He's
Somebody
speaking from
who's
his heart.
pure.
How
What
can
is
you-
a pure
how can-
person?
Abbas,
There's nobody who's
this
pure.
is when you bring
Found it
another
offensive.
topic in.
Somebody
The guy wrote a love Mahabharat for her. A love Mahabharat. It was a huge epic. All right.
Okay, write it and just
She
send
said
it to her once
she
and
started
back
correcting
off.
the spellings thing too long. That's no way to behave.
Okay.
Come on. That's so mean.
Ideally, she should have set fire to it in front of him, like hell.
Oh no, I was very polite, and when I took him aside, I tried to.
Don't do that. That's
But he
mean.
was
That's
so-
patronizing.
he was
Niveditha,
so-
how's that?
No, one
nice?
second. You took him aside, talked
I
to
don't
him.
know.
and
I
then
didn't
what
know what to
happened?
do. Nothing. He just took it back. He was like,
Why couldn't
okay, and he
tell
took
her-
it back
tell-
and
Why
walked
couldn't you just
away.
tell him you're a lesbo? Maybe that would have been an easy way to get out.
No, this is the problem.
This
though.
is just
no,
getting
I don't
worse
think
with
we
every
need-
single.
Why do we need a reason to get out of something?
Yeah.
The thing of saying that you have a husband, you're already dating someone, you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
Why is it?
I always say
why
I'm
can't you
gay
accept-
when girls hit on me.
No, why can't you accept I
Okay,
am not
no girls hit
interested?
on me, but yeah, go on.
But if someone says I'm not interested, or thank you so much.
So what
but
do you
I'm
do?
okay.
What
No,
did
but
you do?
it's very common for
If
girls
somebody-
to say they have a boyfriend.
So what do you
when
do?
they're
What do you
being
do when a
hit
guy is pushy?
It depends on
a
the
pushy guy. What did you
situation.
do?
Honestly, sometimes I have said I'm
Straight
actually
up.
here with someone. I'm so sorry.
And you lied?
Yeah, because I was like.
So if you lied there, why can't you lie? It's the same thing.
No, I'm saying that it's wrong that I had to lie. That I felt
Oh.
scared.
No, but
Right.
also this person was my friend. Like I've studied with this person for 3 years.
No,
Like
so
he's been in
you
my
know who he
classroom
is.
and everything.
Yeah.
We know each other very well, and we've spoken
But you
a
had no
lot, which
feelings
is
for
why.
him?
No,
Even now?
no. what do you
Cyrus,
mean?
Rakesh Tikait was attacked in Bangalore.
Oh.
Someone threw ink on him.
Okay.
And
But that's
this
not
is,
really attack, but yeah.
It is.
That's
Someone.
like school, actually. That's like
He
seventh
was
standard
doing a
in
press
school.
It's a
conference.
symbolic attack. It's a little different from the real attack where
You've
you're worried.
never taken the tip of the uniball
Yeah.
pen and just like flicked it like that. All
It's like the
ink comes
chappal
out.
on George Bush, I mean, it's not really going to hurt him or anything.
What
so.
was
Yeah,
the
but
story?
the story is that farmer leader Rakesh Tikait was attacked with a microphone and then ink was thrown at him at a press meet in Bangalore. 3 people have been detained in the
Odd
case.
arsenal
and
to carry,
investigation
as
is
a
underway.
killer. I'll keep a microphone and I'll keep a pen and I'll take him down.
Yeah, actually, I mean, as far as
All
attacking
James Bond.
Yeah.
arsenal goes, ink and.
Which button should I press, Money Penny?
But it is symbolic. You're right. Throwing
symbolic.
eggs and throwing ink
Yeah,
is.
it's
Tomato, eggs. We
yes.
had it in Australia
Symbolic.
recently with the last Prime Minister. They changed one this weekend, so I can't remember names. But
Scott
somebody,
Morrison, the old
Scott
one.
Morrison got hit with a tomato egg, if I remember correctly, just a month back. Again,
They
that's
really didn't
symbolic.
like him.
They
Remember,
don't like him, but they don't
remember,
kill him or that's a little different. I'm just saying. Let's just differentiate. between the
remember
killing
Bush
thing.
like dodging shoes
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the
yeah,
day?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
God,
Somebody-
iconic.
Really iconic.
Honestly.
But do you think that that it's
And they
justified
returned-
because it's not actually something that's dangerous? It's like a shoe or a
No,
or
I'm not
inch?
saying. I'm not saying just distinguish between the two attacks: the attack of symbolism sort of thingy, and the actual attack where the guy's life is in danger.
Oh,
of course,
In this
yeah.
case, the fellow didn't
Difference.
get his shoe back. He's limping somewhere in Baghdad right now. Because he
No,
can't put
no.
his second foot
he's,
down.
He's out of prison. He's active on Twitter also.
There you
And
go.
every anniversary of him showing throwing the shoe, he shares the video again.
Right.
He's so proud of it.
Yes.
And every year he writes to the Bush family, "Can I have my shoe back?" You want the same pair, right? It looks stupid.
Have
I
you
mean,
guys seen
Bush
that?
is enough. Yeah, he made like a amazing faux pas on the.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, but he
Recently.
got out of it nicely, I thought.
Yeah, I mean,
Smile.
he
Yeah,
didn't get
not bad.
out of it. He just admitted to
That's
doing
good.
He just laughed.
That's good.
Crimes.
Which actually, in my opinion, made me even more angry. I'm like, first
No,
you're gonna
I
be like,
liked it.
oh, sorry, killed a million people. not like
That
this
was
thing.
crazy.
I
the
think-
way
But have you
that
guys
happened.
seen the-
But
the
you
Very
can
high
always.
for American politicians. Your bar is set very high. For Indians, it's not such a problem, right?
Yes,
And
like
they
here
all-
also.
they call themselves a
You-
superpower. They have movies where literally every
Exactly.
other country is the villain. except
Aliens
them.
only attack America. No
They're
other
constantly
country.
saving the world.
That's not fair.
People
Avengers
get so
have-
upset that the Avengers don't go anywhere else. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
It has
It's
taken
become
us
very
so
PC.
much time to
Every
build
color
this
in the
city.
world, every
Now
accent in
you've
the world.
come
What are you
again.
talking
It's a
about?
good thing, no?
Not a good thing beyond a
Yeah, of
point. Because
course.
this is madness. It's secularism. You
Miss Marvel is
corroded
going to
it.
be a South
Oh,
Asian
God,
girl.
stop,
In a
stop.
few weeks, this show is going to premiere.
Stop.
Let all
We
nationalities.
can't
and-
make everybody happy and say, okay, a little bit for
Why
you, a little
not?
bit for you. Why do we have to?
Because I want to be seen on
No,
screen.
but it's art, so just leave it now.
That's why I
So
want
why
more
can't-
people. Not only white people don't make art.
Okay, so the podcast should have 10 people from 10 religions and 10 age groups and 10
Yes.
genders.
Yes.
And
Cyrus,
why just
I
2
don't
women
know if
and 2 men? I mean, this is
I don't know
wrong.
whether
What
you've
are we
not
doing?
noticed, but this is a little
Yeah,
south, west,
exactly.
north.
You have a lot of
But where's the East?
representation.
I got nobody from the East here. Never had.
But
You
we
should
know
get
that you
somebody.
don't like
Korea
them.
speaking person on the show. Why
Okay,
not?
we'll get Biswa.
Stop the show. Not this one. He doesn't know.
Maybe people from the East
did
don't
a
know how to
podcast with
talk
this
over you.
You really think so? Have you been to Bengal? They're all
Or
like
they
me.
choose not
They're
to.
exactly like me.
100,000%,
Nice.
100,000% I'll agree with him. You can't get a word over them.
Really?
They are it's just, and you're like, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
When I shoot in Calcutta,
Maybe that's why you don't
the
bring
we have
them
in
here.
Cal, no, listen. So it's very funny. They'll be like, "Oh, Cyrus, you ready for taking?" And the guy's standing right here next to me. I'm like, "I'm standing right here." But he's talking to 800 people. It's just fantastic. Yeah.
But have you guys
Abbas.
seen that footage of Ronald Reagan giving a speech? And I think it's the 4th of July, and there are balloons in the sky. And one of the balloon bursts. Okay, and people think for a second
He
that
got
someone's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ronald Reagan is so quick on his feet. The balloon bursts. He takes a second. He says, "Missed me." So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's quite funny.
Wow. I'm glad you
I mean,
explained it
it's- I-
audio-wise. Back in Silvery's time, you would let's play the video and then wonder why 80% don't know what it is.
I still can't figure the screen share thing, so I just do it the old-fashioned way.
You're looking at me for help?
I
I don't know what it's called, fan zone
Wait,
or fan
we
war.
have-
Oh gosh.
But speaking of OnlyFans, we were discussing this in the break, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There is one page on OnlyFans where there's this woman who's dressed very provocatively. Yes, she's in her underwear and everything, but she's actually explaining concepts of philosophy dressed in her
Lovely.
underwear.
That's
I think
great.
so if that is a kind of thing, and she has a lot of
But
subscribers
I'm
also.
sure that could even be on like Instagram, right? If she's just wearing
No, she's
something
stripping.
provocative.
By the end of it,
is
she
So
actually
the Scandinavian countries did that
becomes-
20 years ago with the newscasters during the weather. They take the clothes off. It just
Really?
interesting. What's wrong with you? Why did they move to Sweden?
But isn't it like really cold there?
But
They're
in
not
the studio, you have to put a
outside.
heater on. Abbas. You're spending too much time on only
OnlyFans.
say Punjabi. Only fan. This is all singular. Only fan.
Only one.
Only fan. Bro. Only fan.
But there is a comedian who has an OnlyFans page. Her
Who,
name
who?
is Jenny Zigrino. Her name is
Jenny.
Zigrino.
She's Indian.
No, Baba.
It's not
She's an
allowed here.
American.
Why are you saying
right.
like that?
She's American, but she's famous and she has.
She's not very famous. She's done stand up on Conan and stuff.
Okay, I don't care about stand up.
But she's very funny. So she gives you she'll put a teaser poster of like a body part. You think it's her ass, but then it's revealed that it's actually her elbow or something like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Her ass looks like
Yeah.
her elbow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to join. This is bad advertising. I mean, really? That's the boniest ass in the history
But
of the
then
world.
she does things like buy tickets for my show and I'll show you XYZ part of my body.
Wait, so that's
Hey,
okay?
we should try that.
That's allowed?
We should
In
take
America,
that
yeah.
note down. Huh.
No, but is that something that you would just? I'm asking as a question. Like, would you be allowed with?
To
would you be
prostitute
down?
yourself.
Yeah, would you be down if you had to go on the show? You have to sell tickets, right? And you went on the show.
I'm
and
glad
like,
you're asking
if-
her.
The
'cause that
answer is
changes
yes.
everything.
No, would
Will
you,
I
would
show
you
a
be
full
willing
frontal
to-
nudity for a
Would you
sold
expose
out
yourself?
show? Yes.
You would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. What are
I
you
already
talking
have.
about?
And
different
there you
people,
go,
Niveditha.
ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't.
I already have.
I don't
have,
care for selling
I
tickets
have worn
that
a
much.
diaper on a show. I have
You've
worn
already
women's
been on
clothing.
Netflix. I haven't. I want to be there.
That's
Netflix,
true.
if you're listening.
So you
I'm
would
willing.
you would prostitute yourself. For
How is it
Netflix.
prostituting? I'm
It
like,
can't be lower than the podcast or
if
some
you
of the work
buy
I've done
my
on TV.
tickets-
Come on, it's the same thing. What's the big
Fine.
deal? Yeah.
okay, never mind. Okay, let's go into
And
another news
actually
piece.
asking.
We have
if
like 10
Abbas
minutes.
was to
No,
strip,
Abbas said never mind.
The three
Sad.
sit-ups Abbas did in
Made me
1997 will come in handy. You
I
know,
was
he's gonna
9
take
years
his
old in
clothes off.
1997.
And you did the sit-ups.
Yes, I
There you
did.
go.
Um,
Oh.
Silvery is now suddenly awake. Yeah, insult Abbas.
in a
I just
crazy,
did the
You're
cat.
not that much older than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
in a crazy glitch, HDFC Bank's Thiagaraya, sorry, Niveditha,
That Tamil sounding name,
Thiagaraya
which you're
Nagar
screwing
branch
up.
in Chennai credited 13 crore.
Wait, let's get the name right. What's he saying?
I think he's saying Tyagara.
Thiagaraya, yes, that's what I said.
I don't know.
she doesn't want
no,
to be-
because it's
she doesn't
usually
want to be the-
Tyagarajan, but I
No, it's
I
not
don't know.
Thiagarajan, it's Thiagaraya.
Okay, then that's what it
Tyagara.
is, I guess.
There was a glitch and they deposited 13 crore rupees in people's accounts for a brief few seconds.
Oh,
Sweet.
no.
Yeah, and they got
That's
a
like Bakra.
Yeah, they got a message saying.
you already booked the 7 series. You know, the guy
So
comes up
13
and
crore in
gone.
all. Different people got different amounts. There's a
Oh,
screenshot
okay.
which went viral.
So what's the
someone-
most somebody got? Like a crore at least?
So the screenshot, no, 10,000 is what
that's not much.
what was, but 10
That's
like
what
out
we
of
get paid for the
nowhere.
podcast. You know what I mean?
And this
Wow.
person called Yash
Not even
Agarwal tweeted out saying, at midnight, HDFC Bank decides to become Santa Claus and increase the balance of my wife's account by 1.23 crore. No credit entry. Are they trying to do some sort of scam by randomly using a common citizen's account? At noon, the balance vanished.
But it's a mistake, right?
It's a pretty big mistake.
Yeah,
no?
it's a huge
True,
mistake.
but
I
it's
mean,
still
you
a
don't
mistake.
do that to anybody.
For a
That's
second, you would
cruel.
think Modi ji's thing actually worked. Everybody's getting 15 lakhs back.
Now
in their
this is a
account.
good.
Hey, one sec. Compound
were
interest
good.
is 18 lakhs.
Okay.
Okay, because years have
Oh,
passed.
I
It was
wouldn't know.
8 years ago, no, compounded. It's 18 lakhs.
Okay.
It's 18 lakhs and a bit. Yeah, I'm waiting. And I'm okay with cash. So you can reverse demonetization, give me the cash as well.
Then
I'm
you'll
good with
pay for the vaccine when you get 18
that. What do
lakhs.
I only took this because Europe is insisting on it. What do I care?
Ah, you're going on holiday.
Forced.
Getting your salary late.
Huh. Oh, he's like,
Yeah,
Is
is
as
like
bad as-
getting a lot of money and,
And
then
then
it being
having it
taken
taken
away.
back.
Exactly.
That's horrible. I would cry if something like that happened to me.
Is that the
I think
extreme
getting
of
the
your
salary
reactions
late-
is cry?
Cry, yeah,
like
I
that
cry a
the
lot.
extreme reaction that she had is I would not
Cry.
like go crazy, cry.
Yeah, I would cry.
I feel
cry
a
a
slow burn is worse than a cry because a cry goes out of your system actually.
Yeah, I'm good.
I
I'm
feel
good at
slow
dealing
burn
with
is
my
terrible.
feelings.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
terrible. I would make like horribly rash decisions and later being like, should I just cried about this? Would have been easier.
Oh, I'm very
You're
good
worried.
at that. I cry for 2 days before I make a decision.
I have the impulse of a 5-year-old. Why are you
Wow.
worried? Don't worry. Don't worry. You know, you say things before you even thought them through. It's that bad. Oh.
Wow.
Abbas, in the meantime, has gone to some other show.
want to take one more topic or should we go to the AMAs?
Let's
Let's
ask the
do-
ladies.
Let's do a topic.
Yeah,
we
let's
haven't
do
done
another
any
topic.
topic.
Let's do the
Yeah.
fastest
Oh,
topic
yeah.
ever. Okay, done.
The Modi government's popularity is at the highest since it has been
According to?
since the start of the pandemic.
According to Republic
I will
TV.
tell you.
Uh-huh.
No, I am reading an article from the Economic Times. Approval ratings of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government have risen to the highest since the start of the pandemic, though there's lingering concerns over the surging prices of essential items and unemployment. The latest survey showed on Monday. The
I'll
survey
tell you,
was
They've done a very good thing.
from a
Maverick
polled by a
in
body
South
called
Mumbai,
Local Circles.
You can
just
get
to
a
put it
ticket
out
at
there.
Inox for $350. So those kind of things have worked well in their favor.
And that is
I
a
would think.
movie you should go for.
But a 61-year-old hero, I mean, what the hell?
You
yeah?
shut up your face.
My daughter.
64,000 people were surveyed, out of which 67%.
Okay, you stay with your story. We move to Tom Cruise. Okay, I'm just
What?
telling you.
That's a real topic. You should have had Maverick on that. Like, let's
Yeah, it's a
talk
great
Why
about
didn't you have
movie.
Maverick?
I
Yes,
saw
let's
it.
go for that.
You know, my daughter did. This is
Because
called
I
peer
saved it
pressure.
for another podcast, my own podcast.
Ayushi. Oh, so I didn't know this.
I didn't even know Abbas had his own show again.
Yeah.
Again,
He does
no,
the whole
it's-
thing again. Can you
It
imagine?
may or may not happen, I don't know.
So Ayushi, listen to the story. So peer pressure for a 15-year-old daughter was such that she went and rented Top Gun on Netflix to watch.
The original one.
The original
Huh,
one,
huh.
2 hours before leaving for
Huh.
the theatre to watch the second one.
Yeah.
So I was like, why are you doing this? Then I figured out she was going to see the second one.
Huh.
And apparently it was made in what, 86 or 88?
86.
And it is. It
How can this guy
Hasn't
repeat?
aged well.
How can he sequel 05 after 30 odd years?
And he looks exactly the same.
He looks the same. Whatever is happening inside
No, I
that
mean-
Church of Scientology,
Exactly.
it is working.
I mean,
Yeah.
They say the same thing about me, Niveditha.
Right,
They say
of
I should
course.
Point fingers,
Go watch Top Gun.
Yeah.
Walkeshwar's Tom
Oh, you
Cruise.
watched it?
I went
Gun Maverick
to see
is
it last
amazing.
week. It came out last week. I was looking
But
at the
listen,
site
guys,
every
it
day.
was full.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my dad and I went together.
It's a really good film.
Dad and her.
Cyrus, it's a very man
So he
tears
likes
kind of
Tom
film. Huh?
Cruise. Yeah, it's a man.
We
manly
love
film.
all action flicks because it's.
Oh, you're like me and Maya.
No, it's great. You can switch your whole brain off, go there, expect nothing, just be entertained and leave.
You don't have to switch your brain off. It's not an
Not for
intellectual
this. This
exercise
I
or
kept
not.
my brain on.
Yeah.
I
was
cried
like,
in
My only worry is exactly what you said.
Because you had to
he was a
watch
20
Tom Cruise after so long.
He was 20 odd when he did the first one. He's
And
60
he has
odd
a
when did
he
the
has a
next one. That's
shirtless scene in the
ridiculous.
film.
What is wrong with
And
that?
you tell me that
Still
that is
like-
the body of a 60-something-year-old.
He's 59, but he has a
59.
shirtless
He's
scene
59.
in the...
He's retired
He
by
turned
India
60 in
standards.
June.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
attractive
Some
people
shots.
are attractive forever, like Keanu Reeves,
How old is he?
Tom Cruise. I think he's in
He's
his
also, I think,
50s.
57
Yeah.
or 58.
Probably.
What about Ani?
And he's in his
he has
70s,
not
Baba.
aged.
No, but I'm saying, is he attractive to you?
No.
Not now.
What about Indian stars?
He never was.
Milind Soman.
Milind Soman is in his
Now
late
has
50s.
aged like a fine wine.
Yeah.
He's okay, right?
What do you mean okay?
And with his white hair and all that, he lets
He
it
is
all hang out.
objectively an attractive man.
Yeah, he is.
It is not
I've
about.
had a crush on
It
him
is
for
not
some
being
Everybody
me or you.
agrees
yeah,
with
come
this.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure,
Milind.
I agree.
Yeah, he's eye
Objective.
candy.
Milind, when is your
good-looking
Top
dude.
Gun
When
coming?
he's on OnlyFans, yeah, there you go.
Actually, if Milind Soman starts an OnlyFans, it'll be a huge boost for the
He'll do
website.
well.
I think so.
Yeah, he'll do very well.
Damn it, there goes my career.
No, but he took off clothes in the 90s only, na? With, was it
Oh.
Madhu Sabre?
yeah.
With
I
a snake
can't
wrapped
remember the year
around
and
them.
all that, but yeah. But it's not him. It's a photographer's idea and all that. I mean, it's you can't. just
I
put it
mean,
on
but
one
he
person.
pulled it off.
Yeah, so
Everybody can pull it off.
if a man has a really large snake, everything looks good.
But
Who's
weren't
that
they
other
booked for
photographer?
indecency?
It was a snake.
I think he was.
I can
booked
show you the
for it.
picture.
I
Him
just
and Madhu
think-
Sapre,
I
I
just
think.
Pramod
think
Rawalkar and Kunal
modeling.
uncle.
I
Was
think
the photographer?
Pramod Rawalkar was the
I do.
culture minister.
Okay.
all right, and he
Who
put
was
a
the photographer?
FIR.
That horrible. What's his name?
Atul?
That
Horrible.
Ashok Salian.
Oh, I thought that Indian Annie Leibovitz copy. What's the name? Dabu.
Dabu. No,
Dabu
no.
Ratnani.
Oh.
He's an
No,
Indian
Annie
Annie
Leibovitz.
Leibovitz. Who
He
gave him
Because
that
of
warning?
shoots the
Thinks he
Bollywood
is.
stars and all that. Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Horrible.
let's go to
Most
the AMA,
horrible
Cyrus.
pictures I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I did my best to control
I was
this.
just trying to think, does
episode.
he look like Annie Leibovitz? Well, she doesn't. So I was just
No,
proving
no,
with
she
that.
looks much better than him.
Dude, but modeling is a very underrated profession. Like
Thanks.
people don't realize how.
Thanks.
Have you
Hard.
modeled for something?
I've never modeled for something, but it looks like a pain.
That's
It
true.
looks like a pain.
And
No, it
especially
is,
what you
it
don't understand
is.
is the walk back. The walk back is like the walk of shame sometimes.
You're
The
even
walk
talking about
to-
runway walking.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
talking about
talking
just being
about-
photographed
Yeah,
for
being
something, a
photographed, just
product, wearing something.
Having
is
all
crazy.
your value rest on the
Yeah.
way you look, scary as hell.
And also,
Oh,
like,
they're welcome
the way-
to being
the-
a woman.
The way you look.
Yeah,
and
I
the-
rejected
and
that
as
a
you
long
age,
time
the
ago.
lighting. Yeah,
Sorry?
Be careful. The lighting is very important as you age. You realize people want the camera higher and higher as they age. for some
Really?
reason.
What
Yeah.
does that do?
Oh,
Is
does
the-
that
When
help?
you say
The
people, are
jowls.
you talking about yourself?
I don't care. Do it look like a guy who cares?
I don't know.
Actually, you do.
I only want to do. Let's start fast. Let's end fast. That's it.
So
That's
just
my
as
rule.
a tip, like if the camera's moving up, it makes you look better.
No, so avoid the
Oh,
double
obviously,
chin.
because you don't want to get the bottom shot. Yeah.
I won't take the names of one of the famous singers.
It makes
from
your
the famous
face
Running
look
up.
family.
smaller.
I can't
From
take
a
the name.
families,
It won't look good, but they were
Oh.
sisters and they're very famous.
Oh.
And I really like her. It turned out to be very charming.
It's okay,
But
Cyrus.
insisted on not showing the double chin. That was the first exposure I had to that because we were interviewing and then just very politely told the cameraman ki aise angle nahi chalega and all that. And what does that mean? Why would you even say that? And then slowly we understood.
fair enough.
Yeah, fair. And she was in her 70s by then.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
And next to me, I was like
But-
an Adonis. I mean, you've mentioned that word many times.
But you know, Barbara Streisand, she refuses to be photographed from from a specific
Profile.
angle. So, in fact, I think it was the only time Oprah or Ellen it was.
Her
I
nose
think,
is too long.
Yes. Imagine for the first time, just because it was Barbara Streisand, they switched the interview seats because Oprah always sits on one side, and
because
just
so
for her
you know
because
that, right?
she refused.
All our profiles, the nose is longer on one side than it is in the other
Yeah,
side.
this is not my profile. This seat, by the way, I don't
That's
like
true.
it.
Your nose is hitting us from there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay.
So how sad is that? You're one of the biggest stars in the world, but you're still worried about your profile. What does it matter then?
I mean,
But
I
aren't
think
your
it
looks-
I
does.
guess it always something always matters.
There's
right?
there's something about visuals that definitely matter, and I've realized that from the Korean entertainment industry.
Thank you, sweetie. Go on.
No one else has done it like they've done it. They've literally
I'm
made
also a fan.
everybody look exactly the same in a way, And then we all love it. It's not like we're like, oh, that's toxic. No. All of us are just like consuming it like it's drugs.
Really?
Yeah, people
What
love
is it? Yeah, but these K series are very big on Netflix.
They're
and everything.
huge.
The K
There's
series
some
was
Indian
K-pop.
person, Indian girl who's joined a K-pop group. We should discuss that.
No,
tomorrow.
that's Karan Johan using the K
No,
word.
Baba.
I don't
He's
think
launching-
she's joined it. I think they're like one of the people that are auditioning. They've not
No,
made the
someone
group
has been
yet.
But she sings in
finalized.
Korean.
Yes.
So she's born and
But
bred
you know,
there.
these
No.
these
Bo-
K-pop
born in
stars-
India,
get
I
to
think
debut
grew up
in.
there.
She's
But
obviously proficient in the language and
Debut.
culture.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
of
can't
course.
just,
She's
Yeah.
not going from here there.
I'm just
There,
thinking, you
she's
never know.
she's there only.
Like, it's
impossible.
about
But
time
that's
someone
also
from
a
the
big deal.
Northeast
That is a
went
big
into
deal.
Korean pop.
I'm thinking of joining.
was that partly racist? What you just said? I don't
It
know.
was.
No,
it could be construed.
no.
It could
I'll
be
tell you
construed.
why. Because they have been consuming this for 20 years now. We're late. Those guys have been like consuming Korean entertainment since the 2000s and the late
Okay,
90s, basically.
Vinay just sent me the thing.
I'm biased towards North
The
Korea.
girl's name is
I
Sriya
just
Lenka.
like North Korea.
Oh.
Sriya Lenka, classically trained dancer and singer
Who
from
sent you the link?
Rourkela, Odisha, on Thursday became the first Indian to join a K-pop band, Black Swan, after 6 months of training in
She's
Seoul.
joined Black Swan.
After
Even
6
I've heard
months
of
of
this.
training.
Yeah, I've heard of Black Swan too.
Yeah, she's trained
No,
for
no,
6
sorry,
months.
So
one
one
second.
second,
Black
this is
Swan
also
is a
marketing
song by
gimmick
BTS.
because you're going to bring in the whole of Asia,
Oh.
South Asia now.
Baba. So these K-pop groups are very heavily moderated by music companies.
I'm saying
and
it's a marketing.
etc.
Don't you think it's a marketing tool? I open it up to the subcontinent. That's India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri
Yeah,
Lanka,
which is a good thing.
and the Desi groups
But
all
they
over the world.
but they found a market in India.
Yeah.
They've got a market,
K-series,
but
K-pop,
I'm now I'm now
culture.
bursting that market through.
BTS movie which released documentary was
It is-
full. People were screaming in the
That's it.
theaters.
All of this was planned, by the way. The government in the 90s, in the late 90s, the Korean government said, we are investing this much money in culture.
It'll
Right.
be our
And then
weapon
they-
against North Korea.
They developed
Go
all
and
of
sing
this.
on the border.
While
Pyongyang,
we-
what's
while-
it?
Movies,
While we were
dramas,
putting
music.
together bands of
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. But bands of boys are a weapon.
Band of boys.
Yeah.
Band of boys are a weapon. We put them on the
Viva
Pakistan-
and Asma.
and the Wagah border, and all the Pakistani soldiers go back immediately. It all makes sense, bro. It all makes sense.
Aren't you friends with a couple of them, Cyrus?
I am. They're all sweet
Hey,
guys.
aren't you friends with the ladies that got the MTV, the first girl
Viva.
band, Viva?
Yeah.
Don't you
Anushka
know these
Manchanda
girls?
comes from there.
I used to love them. I was like, why
Yeah.
did these people
Some
like
lady
fall off
tonight,
the face of
some
the earth?
lady
That
They
was
didn't
a
fall
one
off.
All of a
song.
sudden-
They all
That
started
was
doing their
one
own thing.
Yeah, yeah,
started
they all
getting
started doing
work
their
where they
own
make
thing.
more money doing their own thing.
Really?
That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baba.
Is that what happened?
We
I
were
thought-
not very receptive to them as a
No, no.
generation.
I
We should-
bought
That's
their
not fair.
cassettes.
For a couple of
Same.
years, Ayushi
You
did
should have
a lot
bought
of
the
work.
CDs.
No, I
Eventually
bought
did.
everything.
We would play as a band and sing and
Yeah,
all that. And
for
very
sure.
big with the corporates and all that. And then suddenly, I think Anushka and a couple of others started doing their single work. And then why would they
They
do
just
things
got
together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but
Why
you know
would you
what, they-
split
but
the
you-
revenue 4 ways when
but
you
they
can?
If you
did
could do a
come on an
podcast on your
interview
own, why
and
would
say-
you waste time coming here? The moment they
Because
pay you enough money,
they
you'll be
did
like,
pay us on that
why
one.
sit with the old man, the bald man, and
don't
Ayushi
give a
who's
Niveditha
so
idea.
rich
I
that you
like,
can't
I
One
like.
of the
empathize.
No,
clever
Cyrus,
ones.
I'm over
No,
here
no.
so because I like to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
And
right.
also, if you do your own show, you don't make money. You come on Cyrus's show, you'll make money.
Oh, is that right?
Buddha bless you. This is an ashram.
Does Niveditha not know
Man.
that guests are supposed to get paid?
No, I know. They
Okay.
told me. I was very shocked.
Cool.
I didn't
Anyway.
even know that you get paid to come here. I came here.
We have to
just
pay
for
the audience. It's the
fun.
only show where we pay the audience. What do you
This
think?
is a
Can we do the
OnlyFans.
AMAs, please?
This is a
AMAs,
reverse
AMAs.
on- This
It's
is a
past
fan
11.
I
only.
know, yes. I've been
that's
trying to get you to do
hilarious.
I'm
the
okay.
AMAs.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Ayushi is okay. She's running an empire. Niveditha's work is evening and on, so I think she's
He
okay.
says
Empire
my
of
name
one.
so strangely.
You won't answer the question. You're the next generation, right? You're Gen Next.
I
I
got
mean,
it back
no,
on this
Gen
again.
Z is
No,
Gen
no,
Next.
no.
No. Hello. That
No,
means
no,
all
he
the
wants to know
responsibilities on
who's the next
changing
bo-
of the
who's the next
guard.
in line.
The changing of the
Succession.
guard in a business family is
Baba, we
always-
discussed this. She said it's
Oh.
her brother.
It's not a brother. You're not paying attention.
I never said it was my brother.
Why
My
would
brother
you-
doesn't even work
Why would you
here.
start a fight in the family?
No,
for
no,
nothing?
I think you said, I don't know, so everybody gets a slice of the pie or something.
I
like that.
just
I
think
said
all
that
of
this is
you.
not relevant.
Oh, it's not
She did not
relevant.
answer
This
the
is-
question.
This is
Okay.
interesting.
Which means I have the answer to the question.
It's a whole different experience to be from a family where you're next at something. It's like, because some of us don't know what that is. Well,
Hey,
like,
you're getting a
next.
sari from the 1800s.
I'm
to
not
wear.
getting that sari. I don't know where
For
that sari
5
is
minutes,
gonna go.
Baba. And
But
just be
still.
careful not to break it.
Yeah, and then I have to get married for it. I just can't wear it. I have to be
What
getting
happens if
married
you
in order to like
who-
wear it
who
for like
takes,
5
like,
minutes.
Who has locked it away that you can't access
I think
it
it's my
unless you-
grandma. And my grandma like does not give people anything.
It's a family heirloom, a traditional thing. I
Fair enough.
understand.
So when you get married, you'll have is
No,
should
but
you
Niveditha
choose to
doesn't
get
want
married.
to.
I
Yeah,
have-
one of
Should
the
you?
traditional
I have my
Tamil
grandfather's
marriage, I don't
dumbbell.
want
It's a
it.
12.5 pound dumbbell, which has holes inside for the fingers to. It's totally different, the design.
It's a bowling ball.
No, it's like a bowling ball in
Should
a
give
way.
that to Ayesha.
But I've given it to Mikhail, and then I hope he passes it on because that's all we got.
See, not everybody is as lucky as
Dad, what happened to the
Sari.
flat, son? You know, dumbbell to mil gaya abhi. Dad, what about a pair of dumbbells? No, that's not possible. Yeah,
Just
the one.
he's just doing like one.
Yeah, it's
squat.
one. Yeah, but it's good. It's very trendy. Starts
But
conversation.
I thought the Parsi community is like close knit and helps each other out and everything like that.
Over property.
Yeah.
You've not heard of human nature. Okay, all
The
right.
Parsi Panchayat, they own everything,
Sunday.
right?
Just past the
Elections.
elections. Yeah.
How'd it go?
I don't know. I'm not really following.
Oh,
So who's the sarpanch right now?
Well, I wouldn't use that word.
It's a panchayat.
It's an evolved community.
it's Mr. Sarpanch to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Dina is
Sarpanch.
waving his hands again for the AMAs.
It's Sarpanch Saib Ji.
Oh, we have AMAs.
Yes, we have AMAs.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored. I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
The first one comes from Jitendra Chaudhary. Cyrus, do you miss your old torn t-shirts? Will you go back to them?
The moment I can. But I do. I only wear this. I'm like an Avenger. I wear this, I save the world, and I put on my old clothes again immediately. Yeah.
Once again, you can buy t-shirts on
What?
ivmpodcast.com. at
This
the
is why you
shop
took the
tab.
AMA. No, you don't care about his
I
question.
can't.
You put it in a segue.
How
You
can
marketing
you do
genius.
this? How do you allow this?
The next one comes from VB. I need advice. I changed jobs as I had a manipulative boss in my previous company.
Oh, the
Now
worst.
I find that the boss in my new company is no less. Please provide some advice here.
VB, could it be you? I mean, this is a pattern here. After about 3-4 bosses.
Yeah,
and you
I
never
was
ask the
gonna say.
question.
I think it's
Yeah.
you.
What is a manipulative boss as in takes advantage of you?
I mean,
it's a psychological issue already that you're feeling you're being persecuted.
no, as if
First
First of all,
like,
this person is like working very closely with their bosses all the time because
Their
otherwise
boss is
the boss
manipulating
doesn't-
directly
Yeah,
them.
directly.
But what if he's a pilot and the co-pilot, for example? Then you have to, right?
then who's the boss
I
in
don't
that?
think-
situation?
Yeah,
Pilot,
who's
you
it?
moron. Co-pilot ka matlab kya hai?
Then you can't quit your job mid-air.
No, I'm just saying proximity-wise.
So
there,
then they
there
just
are jobs where you're
they
together,
probably have to just
hairdresser.
keep switching jobs until they find one where
Yeah.
they're happy
or
with the
you
environment.
start your own thing, be your own boss, manipulate yourself.
That's fine when you have your own outfit.
Yeah.
What about people who are struggling like...
Like
VB.
VB.
say a name,
VB.
Cyrus. I want to hear it.
VB.
Oh, like VB.
I always think this is Vishal
Because we don't know
Bhardwaj.
them.
I don't think.
You thought you wanted a real person.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
not
thought you were
humiliate.
gonna
Yeah.
drop a real
But
name.
manipulative boss is like, hey Abbas, you're my favorite employee. Why don't you just stay back a little and
Yeah.
finish this work? That's a little.
And why did
you give a compliment.
And then also,
Oh, I
why did
see
you
how
sit on
that
my
can
lap while you
happen.
type the
no,
letter?
that's a little too
No,
much.
but I
That's
don't
That's what OnlyFans is for.
That's not manipulative. That is sexual assault. Please.
But I've always...
Quit.
Is it wrong? I always like to have more girls than boys in a company. I always
That's
try to have-
weird, Cyrus. Like
Is that
someone's
wrong?
going to take an excerpt of this and say, look at this old sleazeback who likes women in his
No,
I work in a
workplace.
company of women. Is that wrong? I do. What is
I
wrong with that?
absolutely agree.
And I think they're more
Any
sincere,
organization,
more loyal and more hardworking.
any
So that's my
organization which has
observation.
more
Oh.
women is way more efficient in
There you
work
go.
Yes.
He also
than
agrees
it
with
is.
So
me.
that's how
Men
you'll have to
suck.
say it.
Men suck.
Yeah, clip this. You can do like various different clips from
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
episode.
You don't have to just show this. So if they see us on the show, they'll understand that men suck.
100%.
Okay, the last one comes from Harvesh
last one?
Kasad.
Why last?
The
Do we
kebabs
have
haven't
any
come
more
yet.
questions? Okay, you can shortlist
They've
them
come?
if there are. Hello all, Cyrus, your thoughts on Novak versus Rafa quarterfinal at French Open tonight? Rafa
know,
has
I'm so
already
stressed.
said this might be his last match at RG match. What is that? Is scheduled for night session, Roland Garros, which Rafa has criticized.
But I just it's horrible that they're meeting in the quarters. Firstly,
Yeah.
the two legends of the
It's
of the
so
time.
annoying.
I know that fellows are biting their heels at the corner. The new Spaniard, what's his name? Quickly, Alfredo.
Spaniard, I want to say Antonio.
Alfredo. Anyway, the thing is, yeah, but this is it. How much can they go on? I mean, Djokovic will go on for a year or two more. But I think Nadal's swan song. That last Wimbledon where he escaped from jail was just too much. And I think this is really it. 13 Grand Slams at the
Yeah.
French Open. 13 French Opens. Who can win 13? Wow.
Yeah,
13.
this guy's a genius, yeah.
Unbelievable.
The best at
and one
what
of the
he was.
nicest guys. If you look at his career, the way they've carried themselves,
One of the
people
best.
should never forget. I'm also a big fan of Djokovic. I know he's a little more cocky than the other two, but they're the nicest people the world has ever
He's
seen.
the anti-vaxxer, right?
Leaving that aside or
Yeah.
whatever, but he does a lot of work for charity. He helps a lot of people. He's
Yeah,
actually
he's
a very nice
opinionated,
human
I
being.
guess.
Opinionated, yeah. But look at Federer and Nadal. They're like PR dream.
Yeah, they are.
No, there's
But
not a foot wrong.
we got to grow up with these
Yeah,
people playing tennis,
wow.
and I have to sound like that weird
be
jaded
hard.
person. I don't see this happening again.
No, you're right.
13 Grand Slams each.
Yeah.
You've just for 13
It's
years of
massive.
watching. 13 years of watching tennis has been the same 5 people. I'm not saying whether that's fair or not. It's just been a treat. It's an actual treat to watch them play
Yeah, but
tennis.
now people are coming in younger and younger, aren't they? Like
No, but they're already
16,
Zverev and all have been
17
around for
years
some
old.
time.
Zverev, yeah,
Since
yeah, yeah.
they're all struggling to beat these guys still.
That's true.
You're still playing these guys, and Novak still
I think
gets
there's
the
a
better of them.
whole concept of intimidation because of how big these people are. Like, I think it's just mental. Like, even if you are good and skilled.
A lot of sport is mental, but
Yeah,
these
a lot
guys
of it
have
is mental.
honed that mental
I
part
think
as well.
tennis is so close, she's right. But the end of the day is they win those 5-setters, they win those crucial points. It's fantastic.
And they have the stamina to keep up with these young ones. That's what I cannot understand.
And Djokovic loves German
Skill.
Shepherds. These are all little things that make him so much more interesting. You know?
Oh, it looks like you have a little crush on Joko.
I like Joko. He's
So
my
who-
kind of guy.
so-
I like a cocky fella. At the end
I
of the
knew
day.
it. I knew for a fact that he
yeah.
would pick Novak. So who are you rooting for tonight?
But I think that Novak has 2 years in him. at
Saju
least.
Saju
So we
DK
will
is
let-
saying Liverpool loss has affected Cyrus very deeply. A lot of anti-Spain sentiment.
So my son was so upset that when my wife asked him to score in the morning, he refused to answer.
Oh.
He just refused. He's like, it's just, how dare you ask me?
Oh, yeah,
So I tried to
football
explain to
fans.
us,
Vinay
if he's
just
not
laughed
answering,
out loud.
you know the
No.
answer. Because if they won, he will be answering. I mean, use your
Yeah.
head, no? No, he didn't see the whole game. I said, why, are you mad? He was wearing the towel and
Have
walking
you
around.
felt-
Oh,
I've
Liverpool
never
towel.
understood the emotions that come with sports drama.
You got to invest in it.
So, like, how do you get? Yeah, you have to be really invested
Like
for a
for
very
us,
long
it's
time.
because
and
of
get-
the-
I get it
Our
if
family-
if it's your country's team. Okay, there's a
No, but
Yeah.
if you start
section
disliking
there.
your country, then you have to go for club.
Fair enough.
Well, who was
Gotcha.
the stand-up? Who was the stand-up who did that bit on basically like adult men or any adults who get so involved with supporting a club? Basically, he was like, you're supporting the jersey because a guy keeps moving around, the team keeps changing, but it's you and the jersey. You seem to be having
You're
a
right.
love affair with the clothes.
It is.
Oh, look,
This
Vinay
is-
just vigorously.
I found that
nodding
bit
his head
really
like,
funny
yeah.
because I was
Vinay,
like,
our producer,
exactly
is a
what it-
Man United fan. They haven't won a game since the Priyadashini Park
oh
Nationals.
no, it's not been a good couple of years for you guys.
Yeah.
I know that.
But he's
Vinay's
not giving
like,
up.
we'll get there,
He's,
we'll get
he's a
there.
loyal fan, It's like Fan Zone or whatever it's called, only fan.
Only fan.
Who's fans?
He's the only fan left of Manchester United.
He's the only one in the family.
Yeah.
Just
Start
going
that
back to the manipulative boss question.
Oh.
Arpit Bansal has commented saying, "Sorry, VB, you are on the wrong platform. I guess this is a show by unemployed for the unemployed. Best demographic in
That's
India."
hilarious.
Our boss doesn't manipulate us because
It's
we don't know who he
true
is.
because
Mr.
it's
Bansal,
true.
I would like to say
Mysterious.
I'm quite employed and I have to go now to my other job. So
Ooh.
bye.
And I think I'm getting early Parkinson's.
You're getting antsy now. You want to get out
No,
of
the
the
mic and hands all are moving at the same time. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, Cyrus.
Putin has Parkinson's, huh? This is a known
that's
fact.
what I've heard.
One hand,
We
one
discussed
hand has
this.
to be, yeah.
But because of the hand thing, and we were like, but
Hitler had Parkinson's towards the end, so he wouldn't take the other hand out of the pocket because he wouldn't want to show
you think he's
weakness.
going to kill himself?
I don't know. I'm just
How
saying.
old was Hitler when he?
56. 89 born.
Okay.
April 30th, 1945. Boom! In the mouth.
Can you imagine? We started by talking about Hitler and now we've ended by talking about Hitler. This is a weird.
No,
But in between, we embroidered
bookend.
saris.
Yes, there we go.
But
What
it's
a
a great
bookend
thing.
of a
we embroidered
conversation.
saris. We talked about OnlyFans.
Yeah, and we had one topic which I can't remember, but there was something
Of course,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Legalizing
what
sex
happened
work.
today. I'm planning to like.
Yeah.
I'll probably.
How do you
process
wipe this out of your
after I
mind?
leave.
What is your therapy after this?
I don't. I have a fun time here, Cyrus. I actually have a
Okay.
pretty okay time.
Women have been
I
lying.
like.
to me
A fun
since I was
time,
a young
okay
man.
time.
No, I'll tell you the truth. In the beginning, I was like, how am I gonna? I had to find a strategy of how to talk over him because, like, I was afraid to like interrupt
Me?
Cyrus. Yeah.
Yeah, Baba. Everybody
No,
who
yeah,
comes for the
why?
first
It's
couple of
it's
times.
a skill that you develop over
Yesterday,
episodes.
Priyanka.
But I'm not aggressive in that way.
You're not aggressive, but it's like
I can't stop talking.
I guess we have to
But if
wait
you-
until he finishes, but he never
No,
finishes.
you have to just. You
wow,
have
the
to
first woman to say that. Thank you.
Yesterday,
You
I
have
had
to
to give.
he never finishes. Put me on fan zone.
Arre Baba, OnlyFans.
Only fan.
But
Now, what
I
is
think,
fan zone?
I think
fan
you
zone
should
is
like
the IPL.
start the app. I think it's.
Yeah, I think
you
so,
should
yeah,
start a
yeah.
fan zone. Or
But I
whatever.
think you pronounce it Joan because we're in India. Fan Joan.
Sorry, yeah.
Fan Joan pe tu. Fan Joan.
Wait, is
Before
there
we wrap
another
up,
question?
What? The
What do you-
line.
Oh, the
Yeah.
no-
But
oh,
what about
no.
we didn't take any AMAs?
We took 3.
BB is one AMA about
I
a
can
manipulative
take more.
boss.
Do we have more? Vinay is
There's
saying
no
no.
time.
Vinay is doing Pushpa.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying time is over. Time is over. Sorry.
Everyone in the questions anyway just talking about football only. Like, you
Yeah.
can see that.
And that too 3 days after the match.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
You
that's
gotta get
because
over
nobody
it.
on the show, your panelists are not sports
Oh,
fans. So they
men
all.
are
No
so
one.
emotional about
Ayushi,
football.
you two are the closest to sports fans. None of
I
these men are
actually watched-
interested. I
Vinay
know.
doesn't want to come on
We
air.
can
I
talk
tell him
tennis, we
come.
can
I
talk
watch
footy, we can
cricket.
talk cricket.
Yeah.
With
I've
these
watched
monkeys, I can't talk any sport.
Yeah, so really, this
Not
is an
one.
Abbas problem, not
Silvery
a
has
Abbas
no
problem.
idea. Abbas has very little interest, but
See,
he's
you
reads a
ask
little
me
bit.
anything between 98 to 2003 about cricket, I'm game. Outside of that,
You know how ridiculous that sounds?
Yeah, that's insane.
it is what it is.
You've got a
That's
disclaimer
when
for conversations on
That's
sport.
when I followed
We should
cricket.
have talked about. I thought you all would even bring up like the fact that maybe, the GP they might be taking off Monaco.
Grand Prix.
They have taken off.
No, for next season,
Yeah.
maybe they're debating.
See, now
whether
even
it's actually
Niveditha's
gonna be
lost,
there.
okay?
But
But that's a big deal. It's one of the most
that's a rich man's
classic.
sport.
Agree with Rosie.
Niveditha, now this become a class issue. It's a rich man's sport. This GP thing.
I mean,
that
I have a
bloody-
television.
One second, you need
I
a
haven't
TV.
watched-
You
yeah, I
need
have a
TV.
television.
I don't drive the F1 car, na.
They're just
I'm
driving.
watching
How
it.
is that exciting?
They
As
drive
a road.
Have
and
you
they
been in
drive.
an Uber recently? What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
it's not
That's
exciting.
I take lifts
One
of Swiggy
second.
guys just to have fun.
It's the
It's like,
speed
come on.
at which they drive that's exciting.
Yeah.
Vinay is going nuts.
What happened to
Asking
male
him.
stereotypes? What happened to you?
This is really.
Really?
I'll
wow.
watch Top Gun, but
Hand
Grand
over your
Prix,
testosterone. I need more.
Take it.
You're just
Join my OnlyFans.
You're wasting yours. All right, and with that, we've come to a lovely end of the episode. And
Watch Top Gun.
we have to know there's a mention that we have
Finally.
to do at the end of
Oh.
the show. You know, like long ago is the good beginning, so this is the end. Don't forget to download the
Because
Jupiter
Cyrus
Money
is
app on
boss,
the Apple Store
manipulative
or the
boss.
Google Play Store. By now, he'd
That's
have
why
lost
he's not
interest in the
here.
show by 45 minutes. He's not there with us after that. No?
He's not. He's not
probably
there.
Floating somewhere.
Checked out.
Don't forget to download the Jupiter Money app on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Silvery, if you're listening, we miss you. When do you think he'll come
3
back?
of them, yes.
Yeah.
I think it should be in tomorrow.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.